dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Time stands.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having a good day so far. It's Thursday afternoon. It's a beautiful day outside. I hope my notification goes out for this. We'll see. I don't know why it hasn't been the past few days, but whatever. Let me make sure all my things here are set. So I was wanting, hey JJ, there we go. Hey baby blue eyes, what's up, coins? How are you, my friend? Sending love to the beautiful Selena, as always. Hi Bobby. Hi Melissa B, how are you? You were finally got notifications. Hallelujah! It only took 3 days for my notifications to go out. Hi, Yellow Submarine. How are you? I don't think I've seen you here before in my live chat. How are you? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, today, I was wanting to talk about the situation going on between WTF and Liar Boss. And Cindy, I don't know how you're feeling, but if you want to come up here and give your thoughts and opinions on this situation with WTF and Liar Boss, you're more than welcome. Or anybody anybody that wants to come up here and give your opinions, just let me know. I'll drop the link in the chat. But I've been paying attention, but not full attention to what's been going on with them. I know that Liar Boss got mad because, and in her feelings, because, hey Chantel, hi Marie. Okay. I'll just drop it in the chat. She does, cray, she does need to be locked up. WTF does like satire on her TikTok lives, and Liar Boss got in her feelings, and she started going real life. That's why my title is When the Internet Goes Real Life. And it's gotten to a scary level. It has. And I want to play some things today. I would happily come up with you, but only seeing what you or Cindy post about her. Right. I mean, and that's okay, JJ. I mean, if you want to come up and give your opinions based on what we talk about and what I play today, you're more than welcome to. Naps says, I've heard all of the recordings and have seen the ring from WTF. Boss Liar is sick, twisted. Yes, agreed. Hey, my girl.
Hi, sweetie. I'm trying to connect my earbuds. Let's see if they work. If not,
Okay.
how are you, Mama?
I'm okay. How are you feeling? You feeling any better?
No, no, feel worse. But I'm
Oh,
going to
man,
have
that
a doc.
sucks.
Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so hopefully they'll figure something out. Someone did say in my comment section or in my chat, I don't remember, about vertigo. So my doctor called me
Uh-huh.
yesterday and I asked her. and she said that's something we can look into too, so I have to do some more tests tomorrow. They don't want to switch my medication until they're sure. So anyway, I've
Right.
just been feeling like, how when you have the flu, that your body just feels sick. That's how
Yeah,
I've been feeling. But
that
I'm going to the
sucks.
doctor tomorrow. But I'm okay. I'm alive, right? So, but yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
My mom has vertigo,
Oh, does
actually.
she?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrible, right?
Yeah, and it's gotten to a point to where like she hardly drives or anything anymore because
And
she's
it gets,
scared.
yeah, because you get dizzy out of nowhere and then it
Mhm.
affects your vision. It
Mhm.
affects your vision. Your vision starts going blurry. So that's what I've been experiencing for like over a week and a half. And I just thought it was my sugar, because I don't know, just whatever. But I'm getting better, Sophie. Tomorrow I have hope. My doctor will give me a magic cure. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Well, hopefully they have some sort of answer for
something.
you,
Yeah.
you
Because I'm
know.
starting to feel like I'm 100 years old. Like, what is happening? I'm falling apart. I can't take it.
Yeah, and when your body's off like that, I mean, I know the feeling. It's like you feel old and run down.
Yeah, and it's the worst because I'm usually a happy, silly person,
Right.
but my
Mhm.
body feeling sick all the time is just really, it just takes a lot out of me.
Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Bliss Chris.
Hey, Bliss Chris, but I did,
Oh my
Sophie,
god.
yesterday after you asked me, had I seen WTF's video, I went and I watched it and I started crying, when she got upset. And
It's sad.
yeah, and we all know BS Lady. I've covered her on my channel. She's a liar, right? She makes disgusting accusations on people, but I had no idea of the level of depravity. Um, she's dangerously unwell. She's dangerously unwell. And that scares me for anybody in her life, but it's unacceptable. And there's so many people that take YouTube or social media and go real life and do it like behind the scenes and get away with it. And people need to start having serious consequences for this stuff. There needs to be consequences. There needs to be some deterrent for people to keep thinking that they can do this stuff and get away with it. Here in New Jersey, the laws are catching up virtually. Online harassment is a felony here in Jersey, and that just was enacted in January of 2025, where it
Yeah.
is actually a felony to cyberbully, harass, and all this stuff in New Jersey. And so hopefully the laws will catch up with the new age technology. You know what I mean? Because it's unacceptable. So,
No, I agree. And for her to find out that she's been this way with everybody in her real life
hmm
for years now, it's
I
not
know.
surprising, but it's sad.
Yeah,
That all of these people, she has this path of destruction
yep.
of her family and friends, the closest people around her for her whole life.
But anybody who's watched BS Lady and heard the things that she said knew this lady was mentally unstable. And I'm not
Mhm.
saying that like, how people say that as a dig. Like, seriously,
No,
this
she's
woman
like
is
for
mentally
real.
unstable.
Yeah.
Right. Because the things she keeps saying these things about Nookie, she keeps repeating these false accusations, allegations on people with no care in the world. So something is definitely wrong. But again, mental illness is not an excuse for shitty behavior. It's not.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I don't know where to begin. Should I play the live from last night
I
that I
think it's
sent to you from
important.
WTF?
Yeah, I think it's important to play WTF's live. Because then I know BS Lady. I refuse to call her boss lady. She is
No,
BS Lady forever.
she's no boss.
Yeah, she's no boss. Okay. So I think it's important so that people maybe that didn't see WTFs can understand what she's been dealing with since January. And I think that would be a great place to start because that helped me a lot. I was clueless. I knew that BS lady was coming at WTF, but I had no idea what she was dealing with and going through. So I think that would be a good
No,
place.
me neither. I just like heard stuff here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
And hi
Hey,
everybody
Masco
in the
Johnny.
chat.
Hi,
Much love to you
everybody.
guys. Yeah.
Let's see. Raquel's in here. Hi, Raquel. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, Squishy. Okay.
My Raquel, my Tula. Hi everybody else.
Mhm. Okay, so WTF did this live yesterday afternoon, I think it was. Let's get started. And you stop me as you want to say anything, just let me know.
Okay, I'll try not to interrupt you too much, but okay.
You're fine.
For those of you that weren't in here a minute ago, I'm going to leave the comments off until I can get through what I need to get through. It's gross. That's the only way I know how to put it. It's disgusting. I was contacted last night by someone else in the immediate family of this person, and I'm not going to say any names. If you know, then you know. If you've not been following along, then feel free to go back and watch previous videos. She has no custody and has never had custody of any of her children. Not a one. Not a one. She has 2 children that have nothing to do with her because of the way she is. There is a grandchild that she is not allowed to see and has never seen a picture of out of fear that she.
And seeing how she is around the daughter that does, live with her,
Mhm.
I can see why her older children want nothing to do with her.
And um get your cray cray answer. She would like to come up in a little bit and share her story. She's
Okay.
experienced something similar, but I wanted to say, and what's crazy is that I've watched multiple lives of BS lady. She's never even acknowledged having more. I think 3
More
children is
than
what
these
she
2
said.
children.
3. Remember,
Mhm.
she said she had an older daughter, the one that
An
lived
older
with
daughter, yeah.
her, and her son. She's never spoken about another son or another daughter or grandchildren. That's
No.
insane to me. That would be
Mhm.
like me just acknowledging 3 of my sons and never speaking about 2 others. Like I have 5 kids. There's no way I'm gonna say, you know what I mean? Like God
Yeah.
forbid if 2 of my sons never wanted anything to do with me. That doesn't erase them from my existence. That's
Right.
insane to me. And she's never acknowledged these 2 children. And again, people don't have to tell everything in their lives, right? But I'm just saying it was insane for me to hear this from WTF. I was like, wait, what? 2 other children? I didn't even know she had any other children. You know what I mean? And this is a woman that likes to talk about other mothers and all this stuff. Girl, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah. She has no room to speak about anybody. Eldon, your nephew, and let me tell you what, I'm glad his daddy's coming home today. That's all I'm going to say. Oliver, feed the other day. Such a nice job. Listen, that was last night. She came live on YouTube last night. I was laying in the bed. I was texting back and forth with Camden, and a notification came across my phone that Boss Lady was live on YouTube. So I went over there to make sure it was her, and it was her, and I sent the link to Camden, and I was like, "Girl, look who's live over here on YouTube." So she went in there, I went in there. Now I don't know if you guys could see my comments, if you guys were watching from somewhere besides my live or the video I put up. I don't know if you could see my comments because she did not acknowledge me in there. She says, "Okay, right now I want somebody to tell me how I'm lying. I want somebody to send me proof on how I'm lying. What have I lied about? Just one thing I've lied about." And I was like, all right, bitch, go to my channel. There's several videos of you on my fucking YouTube. Hold on. There's several videos on my YouTube of you telling lies. And she read Camden's comment above mine. She read the comment below mine. And then I commented again, like, you gonna ignore my fucking comments, bitch? Like, what?
Yes, she was ignoring you, and that's because she knows who you are. Because she, was calling
Yeah.
Camden a troll and other people. She glazed over your comments like you weren't even there. I was cracking up.
I
I was like,
wasn't
she
even
wants no
there.
parts of
Yeah.
Sophie. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I kicked myself by
Yeah.
accident.
Her and Victoria, neither one of them want any parts of anything I got to say.
Nope,
But
they
it
don't.
is what it is. But yeah, hi Julie, hi Lisa A, hi everybody coming in. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just, on one today. But like I said, I don't know if she has me blocked or if she was just ignoring me.
If she has you
But
blocked, would you still be able to chat in her chat?
I
Oh, if
don't
she
know.
has you blocked personally, but I don't think so. I think she just ignored you because you wouldn't even be able to comment in her chat if she had you
Make
blocked in her
comments
chat.
in there
Right.
because it's been so long since I've been blocked from anybody's chat. Like, I don't know,
Yeah,
how it
she wouldn't
goes.
be able to comment in her chat if
Okay,
she had you blocked. Yeah.
good. Okay, then. All right. Well, she's seen me and she was ignoring me.
She seen your ass because we all seen you. I was cracking up
Okay.
when I saw Camden. Like Camden went straight in there. And then I
Yeah,
saw
because
you, I
I
was
told
laughing.
her.
Hmm.
I was texting back and forth with Camden, and I'm like, "Girl," I sent her the link. I was like, "Let's go in."
Hmm.
So we
And
both
it's
went in
true.
there about the same time.
And it's true, there's not a lot of people commenting. It's not like your chat when it goes super quick and I'm always 4 months
Right?
behind
Yeah.
my chat. Girl, she had like
Right.
five
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah. There,
hell?
there was nobody in there. The chat was standing still, and my
Yes.
comment was right there in front of her damn face.
Yes. And hi, everybody coming in. I see you guys. Hello.
Yes, Julie, that's your two-time felon flex up
Yes,
here with me.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Molly, hush. So yeah. All right. Let's get back into this.
That she would do something or attempt to take said child. That is disgusting and that is horrifying for a mother and a grandmother to make their family scared to death that they cannot even post in an obituary where the actual town is that the children live. It's gross. It breaks my heart because the person that reached out to me last night is so embarrassed by the behavior that their family member has displayed. So mortified. Her sister, rest her soul, took her children in. The oldest daughter, she would leave, she would drop her off and leave for weeks or months at a time to go do whatever it was she was doing and party.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
The
that's
other
insane.
son, the 17-year-old, was with the sister from the time he was 6 weeks old. They don't call her mom. They call her by her first name. Their mother, the woman they call mom, passed away in 2022.
May she rest in peace.
So for her to again get on this internet and say that there was mental issues with her sister that raised her children, you're disgusting. You're disgusting.
Liar
She
boss is
showed up
someone that's mentally ill.
to the
Hmm.
home of the oldest daughter's, her dad's parents' house when she found out she was pregnant with the oldest daughter, looked at them and said, I'm pregnant. What are you going to do about it? When their son was in college.
Holy smokes.
And then tried to get money from them.
Of course.
Mm-mm.
The other daughter, the one that has been very vocal about things, she told the person in her family that her daughter's father raped her behind a dumpster. Then, when she was asked, do you want to go to the doctor? Do you want to get kits done? Do you want to contact police? Oh, no, it's okay. I'm not worried about it.
Because it probably didn't happen, my
Who
opinion.
doesn't?
She
Who gets
accused
oh my God,
the
who gets
man that
Hold
assaulted
on.
and
raised
doesn't want to?
her other two children.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Who gets assaulted, right, and doesn't want to get a kit done immediately? And again, I'm not shaming victims, guys, but I'm saying that
Hmm.
doesn't make any sense. If you're articulating that this happened to the family, see it through. Right? Somebody
Yeah,
assaults you, see it through.
exactly. Hmm.
But
Yeah,
she's not worried about it. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? She's
exactly.
worried.
My thoughts, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Erica, yes, I am on the favorited app. It's the same name as here, Simply Sophie. You have to have 25 people to go live over there. I have 7. You can't upload or post or anything. It's like strictly a live streaming platform. How am I supposed to get people to
What
follow
is
me
that
if I
app?
can't go
It's called
live?
Favorite.
Favorited
Mm,
with a D at the end.
mm.
Um, but you can't upload. There's no like shorts or
Oh
anything
heck
like
no.
that. It's like strictly like live streaming, and you
Mm.
have to have 25 people to go live. Well, how are you supposed to get people if you can't
You
tell
can't,
people about you?
and you can't make any posts to get people to see
Nothing.
you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're weird.
It
That's
doesn't
weird.
make sense to me. Hmm.
Yeah, that's weird.
But yeah, back to this. Why not see it through? If you're going to tell people that this happened to you, but you don't want to do anything about it,
And
it's
especially
one
the
thing
family.
to, yes, it's
Mm-mm.
one thing to not do anything about it, but also not tell anybody it happened, right? Like you just
Right,
keep it to
right.
yourself and you do
Mm.
nothing about it. That's one thing. But to tell people this happened to you and still not worried about doing anything about it, like I call bullshit.
And because we now know the false accusations she's made on people here, that I think that if she was able to, she would try to get Nookie hung up on some crap with the disgusting lies she's put on him. Love you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she's the kind of woman that would send innocent people to jail with her
Yes.
disgusting stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would not put it past her.
Hmm.
Erica says someone mentioned you on there through Mickey Mouse show, Lori.
Hi,
So what?
Erica.
Somebody mentioned me on favorited on in Lori's chat, and you've seen it on Mickey Mouse. Is that what you're saying?
Mm. Oh, because that's where Lori is at? That's the app
Yeah,
she's using?
yeah, yeah.
She's getting ripped apart in her chat on that
Fuck
app.
yeah, she is.
Yikes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
here
would.
for every bit of it.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't do it. I would not go live if every comment was like, "You piece of
Was a
crap."
bad one. Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. No, thank you.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
Hey,
Hey, Health,
Ryan.
Hope, and Hope. Hi, Ryan. Hey, Gamecock Jenny. Hi, everyone
Hi,
coming in.
everyone. Yes.
Said that I'm no good.
That's some bullshit. Leave my Sophie alone. What the hell wrong with
See,
her?
y'all, not everybody. Like I was saying on my live the other day, like there's lots of people on the internet that don't like me.
Mm-hmm.
Like just because y'all like me, don't mean everybody likes me.
Right? People think I got a chain smoking voice. People don't like me either. It's okay. They don't have to like me.
Of course, Ryan, it's bull crap
Yeah,
that
this
this
is,
is
yeah.
like happening and going on.
Yeah, and I had no idea, Sophie. I thought I was following WTF. And Sophie asked me, "Hey, have you?" She gave me the link. Have you watched this? And I was like, "No." And I immediately went and watched it, and I was pissed off. And then, of course, I've subscribed to WTF. I was
Yeah.
pissed off. I was crying with her, and I was upset. And then Sophie uploaded BS Ladies live. And when I saw Sophie live today, and she asked me to come up, thank you. She was like, Sophie could read my mind. She already knows I got a lot to say." Shit,
Yeah.
man.
I know when Cindy's got a lot to say about something.
Yes. Yes.
And I wanted to go live because it's Thursday and my husband will be home this evening. And I don't know if I'll be able to go live again before Monday. So I was like, well, I'm going to go live for a little bit. But I was kind of torn on what to talk about. And then I remembered this and I was like, oh, yeah, this is what we're doing today.
I knew you would because it bothered you. For you to
Yeah.
message me at the time you did, like, hey, did you see this? I knew I had to watch it immediately. So, yeah. And I'm glad you did because this is unacceptable. And WTF for doing satire doesn't deserve this. No one deserves this, but no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unacceptable.
It is. And for somebody for her, okay, here's, I've been like trying to put two and two together with some things, but I heard that a strange man went to WTF's house the other day and her
What?
daughter was home from school. Like her 6-year-old daughter was home from school. There wasn't school that day. Hey, higher ups. And, from
Went
the
to her.
way I understand it,
Hmm.
Liar Boss made a back page ad and put WTF's information on there. And some man came up to the door expecting services.
Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, no,
Yes,
Sophie.
girl.
Oh,
Yes.
no. She needs her ass beat.
Expecting services.
Oh, she needs her ass
And
beat. In Minecraft,
yeah,
guys. Sorry, let me chill.
in
Yeah, that.
Minecraft only.
Yeah, in
Exactly.
Minecraft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Oh
that's
my
how I took
God,
it.
Sophie,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
That's
Oh yeah,
insane.
it's gotten like real life, like deep shit, real life.
No, 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 ma'am. No, ma'am. She has children there. Are you? She could have been harmed. You know, you put on there, oh, she likes it rough or whatever. Just use your
Yeah.
imagination. You know, she likes you to pretend you don't know her. Like, girl, she needs to be under the jail. She needs to be under the jail.
Mhm.
Nah,
Mhm.
mm-mm. I know I got
And
to chill
she
because I'm
has a
getting
Ring
triggered.
camera, and she has the Ring camera footage of him coming
Oh
up to
my
her door
God.
and the whole interaction.
And he probably looked like
Yeah.
an incel too. Like, oh God, oh my God,
Like
no.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
only imagine. No, mm-mm, no.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. Yes, charges are pressed. Charges,
Okay,
it's
good.
it the police in WTF's town are aware of what's going on, and it's the ball is rolling on
It needs
things. It
to
was
be.
super dangerous, Mask Guy Johnny. Like I couldn't imagine.
If her own family had to couldn't put any details in an obituary because of how dangerous she is, like we need to take her seriously. And she's a joke, you know what I mean? Like she's a locale, but I'm saying she's dangerous as well. She's
And
dangerous.
that's why she needs to be taken seriously because she
Yes,
is so dangerous. Yeah,
yes. Mm-hmm. No.
I
Mm-mm.
agree. So yeah, and when the guy went up to her door and stuff, from what I'm gathering is like the guy was like super embarrassed
Of
too
course, of course.
because and in the back of his head he's probably worried because what if he's married?
Right.
What if he's
Exactly.
married and he's just
Exactly.
wanting a piece of strange
Right.
and all this, and he's probably worried his wife's going to find out now. It's
Of
just
course.
a
And he
lot of
was an
victims
innocent
in the
party in it.
situation.
Yeah, he was an
Mhm.
innocent party
Yeah.
in this. You know what I mean? There
Yeah.
was an ad put out, and
Yeah.
that is so insane to me that you don't think that she has children at home. It doesn't matter. What you that's too far, man. That's insane. No, there's just so much I could say, but my brain is like exploding right now. Like that's
Yeah.
oh my God, violating is not even enough of a word to say what that is.
No, it's beyond.
She needs to be in jail. She really needs to be in jail. I'm dead ass serious.
Mhm. And that too, Johnny, like what kind of a man answers an ad like
A
that?
lonely man, a man that wants just an anonymous thing. You know what I mean? Some guys are lonely. I mean, not just guys, some people, right? Some people are just lonely and it's anonymous and you can go have fun and maybe
Nobody will
they,
know about it.
right, maybe they don't have time to try dating traditionally. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I did say incel before and all of that. It's not his fault. You know what I mean? So I need to keep my anger where it belongs with the people who did that to her, with BS lady. So
No,
she's
yeah, of course. All right, let's get back to the video.
Children as his own, of doing things to the boy at 6 years old that had never been done. Put him through a CPS and police investigation to get back at her sister and her brother-in-law.
Like, and what kind of a person does that to a kid? It's one thing to do something like that to your grown adult sister and her husband, right? It's another thing to do that to a 6-year-old boy, your
and
son.
yeah, they don't care. That's just like Lori. Their wants, their needs go
It's all that
above
matters.
anybody else, any of their family, even their children. And we can't understand that, Sophie, because I would never put my
No,
sons in harm's way to get back at somebody. And I'm in the frame of thinking that if I couldn't take care of my children and my sister did, like when I went to jail, when my son was a few months old, he stayed with my sister. My parents had my other sons. He stayed with my sister and she took care of him. I guess she felt like she owed me that. I could never try to harm anyone in my family ever, but my sister or my parents that looked out for me when I was in my addiction and all of that stuff. It takes a real evil mind and an evil person. And again, addiction is not an excuse. That's something that's in you, in your DNA makeup. Evil, evil, because there's no other way. You're trying to hurt your brother-in-law and your sister that are caring for your child when you couldn't and wouldn't. And then
right.
your 6-year-old kid now has to go through these exams, interrogations, all this stuff that's traumatizing. Traumatizing. For
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
No, sorry. Mm-mm.
Just to get back at some, I will never understand.
No, I won't understand either.
Put a 6-year-old through that. Her 6-year-old, who did not even know who she was. They had to tell him that she is his biological mother because of how vengeful she is. She made
So think about this. Her sister has had that boy since he was 6 weeks old,
Yep.
right?
Hmm.
The only parents he knows is his aunt and his uncle.
Yep.
And when he's 6 years old, they had to go to him and say, "Hey, we are not your biological mommy and daddy,"
Oh my God.
because of Liar Boss and what they're afraid that she will try and do.
So on top of the trauma of
Yeah,
having physicians and social
yeah,
workers and all of this thing, he has to find out that his parents are not his biological
not his
parents. At
parents.
6 years old, where you
At
can't
6.
process that kind of information, you
Yeah,
can't process, you shouldn't have to process. They should have been able to tell him when he was old enough to understand. They were
right.
forced to do it. Like there's
Because
just
of
so
her.
many layers of evil, of
I agree.
evil.
Mhm. Yep.
she made her sister's life a living hell until she passed away in 2022. They lived in fear of her. They lived in fear of what she would do next to them. She could not even know where they lived. And I asked, has she been diagnosed with mental health issues? Is that the reason this is happening? And they said, there's definitely something wrong, but it's not been diagnosed. And again, I'm woman enough to admit when I was wrong and am wrong. She has been to prison. Why it's not on her background check, I do not know. I do not know. She's been 3 times. Her children, when she did have them, before all of this took place, the daughter almost went to foster care because she would not do the right thing and sign over custody. Her own mother had to take her to court for custody, not guardianship, custody.
Oh, hell no.
Or else the girl was going
Yeah.
to foster care. And she fought it all the way, did not want to do it. It was forced by a judge.
It's insanity.
That's crazy. You rather, just like Lori, they rather their
Yes.
kids in foster care with strangers than with family, people that know them, that they know, that love them. Again,
Yeah.
these people have no maternal instincts. None. No maternal instinct. You would never want your kid to be with a stranger for a day if you could help
No.
it.
No. And after watching this last night, it made a whole lot more sense to me
Yep.
why Liar Boss and Lori are such
Yep.
good friends.
Yep. Yep.
They are one and the same person.
They are. And that's why um BS Lady was able to support Lori even after everything came out, because she's
Exactly.
done the same and even worse
Exact
to
same
her
shit.
children.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm sorry, Health, Wealth, and Hope, and Get Your Cray Cray On, and Marie Hickson. They've all experienced things like this, and this can be triggering. Please guard your mental health, guys.
Yes, guys. I'm not
But I see you
paying too much
guys in the
attention to
chat.
the chat because I'm switching screens back and forth, so I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to the chat right now. But I'm terribly sorry that you've had similar things happen to you.
Mhm.
And if this is going to trigger you, I would rather you close out and come back my next live.
Yeah.
I completely understand. I won't take it personal, I promise.
Yeah.
I want what's best for you and your mental health right now.
And we understand
Okay?
and are so sorry that you've
Completely.
experienced that. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I just want to let you guys know that, you know, if this is going to bother you too bad, just find something else to do right now and come back next time I'm live, okay? I love you guys and I don't want you hurt mentally
No, or
any
going
more
through
than
any
in your
trauma.
heart too. Your mental health, your heart, your all of it. I would rather you, you know, guard yourself.
Yes.
She would have rather seen her child go to foster care than to sign a piece of paper to ensure that her daughter is safe. That is the type of person she is. The type of person that calls their own mother because they're running from the police, has their own mother pick her up with her children, her young children, in the back seat of the car, and then tells her mother to pull the car over and takes off on foot through the woods, running from the cops.
That is some crazy shit. Could you imagine what those
No.
kids were thinking when that happened?
Stop the car. Like she's in a movie or something, a live action movie
Yes.
and shit, running through the woods.
Yes.
Girl, what are you doing? What?
It's
Listen, and
like
I was
one
on the run
thing.
too. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And my husband's like been on the run and shit before, and he's told me some crazy shit. But my husband doesn't have any kids, you
Right.
know?
Yeah, and I
But
was on the run
okay,
too, but I didn't run through no woods, Sophie. I wasn't.
no,
No,
no, I don't,
no,
I couldn't see you doing that.
no. Mm-mm.
But so let me set the stage a little bit, okay? It's whatever time of the night. She calls her mom and says, you know, probably said some choice words to her mom and said, "You better fucking come and get me right now. The cops are after me." You know?
Mhm.
So her mom packs up all these kids in a fucking car and goes and gets her. And the kids are probably excited to see their mom
Mhm.
because God knows when the last time they seen their mom, you
And
know?
she's probably high as a kite.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Talking all crazy and adrenaline
Looking all
going and
crazy.
all the
Mm-hmm.
things. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Tweaking. Yep.
yeah. And then all of a sudden, your grandma stops the car really quick and pulls over, and your mom jumps out of the car and goes running into the woods. And you
That's
don't see
insane.
her for however long after that. Like, I could not imagine doing that to my kids.
I couldn't either. I couldn't either.
No.
All the time I was away from my kids, it broke my heart. It still breaks my heart to this day. I still have
Yeah.
nightmares about it. I do.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Hmm.
But I couldn't I just it takes a special kind of fucking person to do that to their fucking kids. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah. And
I
Michaela, we're talking about Boss Lady, BS Lady, and what she's done to WTF. WTF is the beautiful woman you see on the screen. BS Lady has gone real life on her, like disgustingly. So WTF is talking about BS Lady and what she's done to her own kids and her own family in her past. So that's what we're talking about.
yeah. Hi everybody coming in.
Yeah.
She attempted to kidnap her oldest daughter when she was younger because she lost custody of her. She slandered and defamed the daughter's father. The whole her whole daughter's life. That's all she did was slander and defame him, accuse people of doing things to her kids that had never been done. This person could not get over how she even spoke on that man's death in December because he just recently passed away. And said, how dare she even open her mouth and speak on him after what she put him through. He had custody of the daughter growing up. When she was 18, they said. They said when she was 18, she ran away because he used to be physical with her, violent abuse. It was then that the sister adopted her. Even though she was 18, they still adopted her. On paper, they are her parents. The son, the 17-year-old son, they adopted him as a baby. The daughter that we know about, she didn't have custody of her either. The sister raised that daughter until she started acting out and being defiant. And then she went to live with her father, the one that was accused of raping her behind a dumpster. That's what she told people about him. It's disgusting. It's gross. Her brother can walk, he can talk.
Now, if you guys don't know, she said her brother has cerebral palsy and he's in a wheelchair and he can't talk.
Yep. That he can't walk. He can't talk. He can't
Mhm.
answer a phone because when he can't. They couldn't possibly have spoken to my brother because he can't
Yeah.
talk on a phone.
Yep.
All these
But
lies.
yet she says that her brother is a landlord and owns all of these different properties. Like,
Her
which is
story
it?
is, yeah, make no sense. How is he a landlord? How is he dealing? And then at one point, she said she spoke to her brother on the phone or something. How? How if he can't speak? Like,
Exactly.
girl, shut your ass up.
Exactly. Yeah.
So why you put that on him and he's living? How dare you? You don't put things like that into the universe on anyone, especially your own family.
Nope.
Her family has nothing to do with her
And again,
because of her act.
it that tells me why she was trying to be friends with fucking Lisa Richard.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All of these horrible people that were like, how in the fuck can she support this and be friends with people like this? Because she's done the same shit.
Yes. Yep. And Sophie, how many times have I said I can't even repeat the things that Lisa said because I don't
Yeah,
ever want to put that into the universe about
exactly.
my father or my children.
Yeah,
I say that
a
all the
lot.
time.
You
Yeah.
say that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way. There's no way.
But now, here's another connect the dots moment of why and how she's, been close, tried to, she wasn't close, she tried to be, to the biggest crackhead on the fucking internet right now, Lisa Richard,
Yep. Hmm.
Right, Raquel. Yeah. Hey, Lady Red. Raquel says just recently she said she called her brother and borrowed money from her brother for her car.
Yes. Thank
But
you.
he can't speak and he can't,
Hmm.
move and he can't do all these things, but you're calling him to borrow like make it make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it make sense. Hi, Lady Red.
Her actions. Nothing. I was told that the father of the youngest boy has never even met the other two children, doesn't even know their names. Does not even know their names. She had him falsely arrested for DV. And while he was in jail and forced to allow her to live in his home, she sold everything he had.
Holy
Everything.
crap.
Wow.
That's
And
the
then when he was
youngest one's
released from
father,
jail,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. Yeah.
Hmm.
he got custody of the little boy.
But they're so close and they're best friends and they
Right.
co-parent so well,
Right. He's probably
right?
scared to death of her ass. He
Fuck
just
yeah, I
yeses
bet he
her to
is.
death. He yeses
Yep,
her to death. I'm
I would.
laughing, but it's not funny, guys.
It's
He
not
yeses her to
funny. It's
death out of
not.
fear. Out of fear. I
Mhm.
get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Yeah.
Little boy. Full custodial custody. She cannot even leave the city with that boy without the father or his permission. Now tell me, does that seem like a normal person to you that can't even
No.
leave the city that they live in with their son? And don't dare say, I thought we weren't bringing kids into this. Bitch, you brought my kids into this weeks ago and said you didn't give a F about my 6-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And then accused me of telling people your son's name when I never have. I have never called you. I have never texted you. I have never contacted Lux. Prove it. Post it. If it happened, there's proof. Prove it. Post it up. I've been saying it. Post it up. The police report that I had to make night before last, it'll be picked up today. You bet your ass it'll be picked up today. And that's not even all the disgusting stuff she's done, guys. That's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just what I had time to hear in an hour and a half call that I received last night. I don't reach out to people. Her brother reached out to KB months ago. The same person that reached out to me last night actually contacted Villain in March. And she took a screenshot of it that day, but she thought it was just somebody talking shit. She had no idea that it was legitimate. So she just
Holy
brushed it
crap.
off. I'll show it. 1 second. I'll show the message.
Yeah, you guys can see it now. It says, I made a separate account because I cannot have my name involved with Anna. She has tormented my life for 30 plus years. I just seen her latest video talking about her daughter's dad taking his life. I've been seeing videos of people finally calling her out on her shit. I hope her daughter doesn't see the video of Anna airing out her private life for everyone to see. It's disgusting. I hope you all can get her off TikTok soon. I'm rooting for you.
Wow.
And she says, Hi, we've been calling her out. Who are you to her?
And that was when they contacted Villain, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because it says user at the top.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't use their real account.
Okay.
I know, Lumpy Pillows. I know, it's insanity.
And again, that was on March 30th that Villain took that screenshot. I have been dealing with them unknowingly since January 23rd.
Wow.
January 23rd of this year is when all this started. I had no idea. never would have dreamed that any of this was TikTok related. Because, again, normal people don't do this. Normal people do not do these things. I should not have to be dealing with the crap that I have dealt with for the past several months over TikTok. Over comedy and satire that was clearly labeled satire on lives where I clearly said there may be 5% truth of what's coming out of my mouth. The rest of it is made up, and I'm going with the chat.
She did. Yep.
Yep.
And anyone who has ever watched me knows that I go and spout shit off and I go with the chat. Whatever they're saying, that's what I respond to. All that because of this. Because she wanted to make a name for herself, good or bad, in the Lisa-verse. I don't even cover Lisa. I am not awareness. I have said this for months. I am not awareness. I am not recovery-based. And don't you ever dare question my sobriety, ma'am, when you would pop things in your mouth in front of your child when she was young and then tell her you had been in pain ever since she was born.
How do you say
Your
some
children
shit like that to your kid?
remember everything that you have ever done to them from very young ages, and they tell people. I was told about the book that you made for the oldest daughter with your voice reading the book and how she used to sit and listen to it over and over and over again when you were in prison because she missed her mother, because she didn't know better then. She knows better now, I guess, because you're not even allowed around your grandchild. You've never met your grandchild, never even seen a picture of your grandchild.
Sirs.
People in your family have to keep tabs on you from afar to make sure you're not planning to do something to harm them.
Holy crap.
Wow.
And here you are threatening to call CPS on me when I have never so much as spanked my daughter or my son, which is why they have the smart-ass mouths that they have now, because they didn't get spankings. How dare you? And just so you know, revenge reporting is a crime. It is absolutely a crime. You cannot do that. Let them come. Let CPS come to my door. They are more than welcome in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because I don't have anything to hide. My pantry, my refrigerator, my freezer is full of food. My children have everything that they could ever want plus more. They get anything and everything they want. Again, they are very, very spoiled. And that's when I run into the attitude problems, because they've never been spanked, because I don't parent that way. My children trust me. They love me. My children are my best friends.
Amen.
And you have 2 children that don't even call you mom and want nothing to do with you. And you have the nerve to speak on anyone's parenting. Anyone, period. How dare you? You don't try to kidnap your own child and then go tell someone what they're doing wrong with their parenting style, ma'am. You don't get to do that. No, ma'am. Don't you ever say anything about my children ever again. You said you didn't give a fuck about my kids. Don't ever bring them up again. This shit is going to end. And I can tell you what, if it doesn't, the people, not person, people that have contacted me are going to go public about you and every single thing that you have ever done to them. So your little puppets that you have, creating all these pages about me, posting my OF stuff, it's going to end. It will end. And don't you ever attempt to blackmail me again, because the judge is going to see that too. No, ma'am. That video was saved. You thought you deleted it quick enough. No, ma'am. You tried to blackmail me, and you were dumb enough to post it up. I have it. I have at this point over 400 videos. 400 people, 400 videos of this woman harassing me, stalking me, threatening me, attempting to blackmail me, admitting to doctoring videos of me.
400 videos. Like, when I heard that last night, I was like, holy shit. Like, this is like single white female shit at this point, you know?
Admitting.
Whoa, okay. Oh no. Cindy dropped again. This is like single white female shit, you know?
To sharing my OnlyFans content, to threatening to post it, saying that I forged a judge's signature. 1 second. Since that receipt is a Dollar General receipt, I'll show you what's on the back of it. 1 sec. Hold, please.
She is a psychopath.
Can y'all see that? What does that say? Filed in office April 10th, 2025, 10:30 a.m., Magistrate Court. Yet I forged all this paperwork. All this paperwork is fake. It's a photocopy, dumbass. They kept the original. I have pictures of the original. I am not fucking with any of you. I will see you in court. And that hearing will be held inside the jail because y'all will not be leaving it. Not until you post bond, if that's even possible, because of the flight risk situation. I cannot believe what you put your own children through. That is disgusting.
Cindy, let me know if you need the link again. I'll send it to you. And WTF is not the only person that has pressed charges against Liar Boss. Raggedy T in Tennessee also has charges pressed against her.
Disgusting that you put your own children through that and
Hey,
you don't even
Maggie.
care. You don't even care. I don't even know your family. And I can hear the torment in their voice because of you. You're gross. And if you will do that to your own children and your own sister until the day she died, God rest her soul, that's what they said. That your sister, unfortunately, is no longer living for you to make her life hell. So now you've gone to make anyone's life hell that you can. That's your MO, is making anyone's life hell who you possibly can. They are so embarrassed. And I had to tell that person, there's no reason for them to be embarrassed because it is not a reflection on them the way you are. That is on you. And it's disgusting. I have always admitted to the things that I have done. I don't lie. And there is something that happened at my house last week that a few people know about, and they've seen the video. And the judge will see that too. How dare you? How dare you? But again, if you will go that low to accuse the people that raised your children of actually ing them, and they said, thank God you don't have a boyfriend or a husband that lives there, because that's what she does. She accuses people of being P3DOs. That's the route she likes to take with CPS and with the police. She gets off on filing false police reports for crimes against children. You put your 6-year-old son through that for no reason. He didn't even know who you were. And you did that to him at 6 years old. For revenge. You're disgusting. You are fucking gross.
That little boy had no idea who Liar Boss was. And here she is, waltzing in like a fucking hurricane. Like, I have no words.
How dare you? You should not be allowed around the child you have now. And I see why the judge gave his father custodial custody and why you can't leave the city with him. You shouldn't be allowed to be around him. You shouldn't be allowed to be in public around anyone. How you have made it 50 years and not locked in an insane asylum, I do not know. Whoever hurt you, I am not that person. I cannot change things that happened to you when you were a child or a teenager or a young adult. That is not my fault. And the shit that you have put me and my children through since the end of January, and then you turn around and you try to turn people against me for things that I have already admitted to, because I, in fact, am not a liar. And then you post my children's names, their school, highlight their school, and then say, no, I don't give a fuck about her kids. Accuse me of doxing your 11-year-old son when I would never do that. Have never done that. You're disgusting. You put his information out there publicly years ago on your YouTube. Before any of us knew of your miserable fucking existence, you did that. And how dare you lie yet again and say that I was on live the other day, panicked, frazzled, makeup messed up, hair messed up. Bitch, no, I was not. Because do you know why I wasn't panicked? Because I was doing nothing illegal or wrong. And for you to call my 6-year-old daughter a fucking liar, you are sick. My daughter doesn't lie. She doesn't have to lie. She's not been taught or coached to make shit up like you've taught your other daughter to. I know about that too. About how you encouraged her to file rape charges against a boy because he didn't want anything to do with her. I know about that too. It seems that's what you like to do. When people want nothing to do with you, you want to hit them where it hurts. You have threatened me for the last time. And I told you, every single time you do something to me, the police are making a report about it. I put that on my life. Everything that I have said today, there is no less than 8 people that can verify every single thing is true. And there's more to it. There's a hell of a lot more to it. It has just slipped my mind. But it'll come to me. It will come to me. And there will be more phone calls that are made to me. And so help me God, I will tell everything that I am told because I am sick of this. I am sick of people like the ones in that group ruining people's lives. Good people. People that do not deserve this. I do not deserve this. I did nothing to you. I actually took up for you for months when people tried to make up allegations and lies on you. I told them, no, we're not going to do that. That's not what we.
Have you been listening? Damn it, man. Damn it, man.
Damn it, man. Sorry, I got a phone call. Like, don't call me right now, damn it. So you couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear you. It's ridiculous. Sorry about that.
That's okay. So have you heard anything that's been
Yes.
said? Okay. Do you have anything to add?
I don't
Teresa,
want to say it right now.
this is a content creator on TikTok. Her TikTok name is WTF.
Mm-hmm.
On YouTube, it's WTF is happening 88 is who she is on YouTube. And another, I'm not going to call her creator, another person that's on TikTok and a little bit on YouTube, Liar Boss, has
she knows who
been.
BS.
Okay, you know
lady
who
is.
BS
Mhm.
lady is. All right, then, cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to go through that.
On my
But
channel, yes, I know.
she's okay. So she's been basically tormenting WTF and, as an extension, WTF's children.
Yep.
And
real life.
WTF did in real life.
Mhm.
It's gone real life. And WTF did this live stream yesterday. Yes, Teresa. She did this live stream yesterday and she uploaded it to YouTube and we're just going over it. It's craziness.
What we do over here. When they made fun of you, until you started making fun of me, I would tell them, I don't do that on my page. Please don't make comments on her looks. And I did that for months. Until you started calling me everything in the book when it came to looks. And I still tell people that you are a beautiful woman. But your insides are ugliest. I have never seen anything like this before. Never. And it's a shame. You're not a big happy family with your children. You don't go hang out at the mall with your children. They don't even know you.
Yikes.
They do not even know you. And the 17-year-old turns 18 next month. He doesn't even know anything about his father. Doesn't know a thing about him. I told them, I asked, are y'all aware of the lawsuit with the Italian place? And they said, yeah. But no one's been able to make contact with him. It's like they just washed their hands and left, and they don't blame him. That's the sad thing. They don't blame him.
Yeah.
They don't blame him. Tried to get money from the parents of your oldest daughter's people because they had nice things. Showed up at their house unannounced and said, what are you going to do about it? I'm pregnant. I was told that every child you've ever had, every child you've conceived, was a trap.
Holy schmack.
And it was done purposely by you.
I could see that happening.
And that they, I mean,
like Lori. Like Lori.
Yes.
It's my
Yes, girl.
And it's disgusting. And I'm telling you what, I have never in my life come across anyone like this. Not on TikTok, not in real life. Never. Stop lying. Stop bringing me up. Stop bringing my children up. I will never say your children's names. I would never do that. But you deserve it. If I was going to dox anyone, you would deserve it. And I can assure you no one would care if I did. It's the same 5 people talking to y'all selves on these comments under different accounts. The same ones that made a Reddit about me yesterday. Make it. I don't care what.
We know some people like that.
Oh, yes, we
Talks
do.
to each other, talks to themselves under different names in the comment section.
Yep. And then goes and regurgitates the same thing on Reddit.
Yep.
Peekaboo, we see you. Dumbasses.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Seriously.
Yes, Eldon. Yep. Since January.
What you think about me. I don't care because I know the truth and I can prove the truth. All you have is shit you stole off my OnlyFans and shit you fabricated. That is all you have. Again, I admitted to what I've done. And I've said it 1,000 times. If I had to do it again to get my children what they needed, I'll be goddamned, I'd do it in a second.
That's
because
right.
I would do whatever it takes to make sure that my kids are happy and healthy, unlike you who makes yours fucking miserable. And how dare you call your other daughter backward and then tell people that she's autistic?
Whoa.
How dare you? So is she autistic or is she not autistic? And you're just calling her backward, which basically means stupid.
Oh my goodness.
Villain wants to come up.
Oh, hell no, man.
I want everybody to understand, because there seems to be some chatter. I've seen proof. And I've heard those calls. Everything that the WTF is saying has been corroborated by more than one person that knows BL privately. They are family members, okay? So I would chill the fuck out with some of the conspiracy theories, because I promise you, I've seen it all of it. And I've been the one telling her not to talk publicly, because the way that it's set up right now, she's got y'all. And I prefer accountability, even if it's criminal accountability. So y'all can go over there saying that she's not lying. She's not lying. It's all 100% facts. And some of y'all are way too quick to run with shit, not knowing a fucking thing, because y'all have no idea what's been done to what the fuck in the last fucking 3-4 weeks. And if it were y'all, you would want me to say it for you too.
That's right.
Some of y'all are taking shit way too far on this app. And I promise you, there's always going to be somebody that reaches out, okay? It happens every fucking time. Whoever I'm talking about, somebody in their real life finds me and reaches out. But y'all have been slandering what the fuck? Not even having a fucking clue, listening to the words of a known fucking liar who didn't even give a fuck enough about her own kids while slandering this one. So some of y'all need to get your facts straight, all right? There's some things that just cannot be discussed publicly for a fucking reason, all right? W, I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me up.
Yeah, of course, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Stewie, you can turn the comments back on now. So Jen, you turned them back off. Okay, there we go. No, Jens, this is not satire at all. One Happy Mama, you're just gonna have to go back and look at my videos. You'll see who it is. I'm not gonna. I said when I started, guys, you're gonna have to go back and follow the story of what's been going on. I'm not gonna speak a name as to who I'm talking about, because the people that have been going through this with me know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oliver, stop.
I love you guys too. Yes, 4 children. I don't even. It's disgusting. Well, Christina, I'm sorry. If somebody in the comments wants to tell you who, that's fine, but I'm not going to say who. No, on the fence, she has not stopped doing things to me. Every single day, this is what I have had to go through since January. 10 solid days I've had to take off work just since I found out it was her, so that I could talk with police, meet with investigators, meet with judges, all over a TikTok app. It's disgusting. Thank you, May. And stop, baby. They are, Christina, they are a very, very huge piece of work. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, you guys. Yeah, she's not stopped doing it, you guys. This has been going on since January 23rd. I just did not know it was her or them. I didn't know it was them. A picture they posted yesterday proved that was them that had been texting me. because that was where that picture came from of my teeth.
You were texting her too? God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Cindy Lou, it's like I said, I didn't even remember everything that was said to me to even say it all on this live. There's so much more. There's so much more that she has done to her children, to her sister, to her family, to her ex. I mean, it is, and like I said, there's no less than 8 people that are probably in here right now that can confirm that everything that I said was true. Yeah, it'll be on my YT. No, Tom, all they've done, well, they've IP banned her 7 times, but she just pops right back up on a different account. Yeah, this girl, I don't even know this woman. I don't know this woman. This woman doesn't know me. She lives like, what, 12 hours from me? And all I've ever done, I do not do
Thankfully.
awareness. She kept saying
Thank
that
God
I
is
was
what I
awareness. She
said.
was going to
Thank
expose the
God.
awareness creators. I've never been awareness or a recovery-based.
Thankfully, she lives so far away, or it
Yes.
would be a whole lot worse right now, probably, you know?
Yeah, I would listen. I would move if she lived
Yeah.
closer. That's insane. That's insane. And she's mad at awareness for what? Again, people have to remember the sequence of events. BS lady came into a community that was and started attacking creators that were solidified. She pretended to be friends with Lisa Richard. She
Yeah.
tried to get notoriety off of an active addict. She tried that shit. Nobody else. Nobody else is
Mhm.
exploiting or trying to exploit an addict but BS lady. She
Yeah.
started making accusations about Villain, Raggedy, Nookie, and then she started in on what the F and got fixated on what the F.
Yeah. She
Became
did.
fixated on her, and it hasn't stopped, and it hasn't stopped. And went real life, and no, hell no, no. Texting her, sending her pictures, like, no, lady. Oh my God, these people have no idea. And it's always the ones that act the most gangster that are the most PUSSY, like for real.
Yep. Yep. You're right. You're right.
Show up to
Baby
their
Blue
face.
says, and this makes sense.
Mhm.
She says, remember the other day when BS lady said her and her son's dad were so close and they travel and stay together for baseball? It's because BS lady can't take her son by herself.
That makes sense.
He
So he has no
allows her
choice.
to tag along.
Yep, yep, yep. That's crazy. And that's why the son is usually on the phone with the dad because he has to keep
Hmm.
him updated all the time, all the
All the
time.
time. Hmm.
That must be hell for that father to be tied to this
Yeah.
psychotic woman,
Forever.
never
Yeah.
knowing, sleeping with one eye open. Like, girl, no,
Hmm.
no, ma'am, no,
Hmm.
ma'am.
Hmm. And somebody asked me, who was it? I think it was Kelly Girl, asked if I think Lori has any involvement in the dirt shit.
Mm,
I think, do I think that she's doing any of the dirt shit? No.
no.
No. No. Lori's too stupid.
But I think BS lady brags to her about stuff,
Yes,
and
that's
because
what I was going to say.
yeah, you
She
could hear
lets her
Lori
know
regurgitate.
what
Mhm.
she wants everybody else to know.
Exactly, exactly. Just like the Judge Judy thing, that is
Yes.
BS lady and her little crew. And so she feeds Lori whatever, because Lori is a big mouth. So she
Hmm.
feeds her
Hmm.
whatever she wants her to say on the internet.
Yes.
Like this
Yes.
Judge Judy is coming to put on the reckoning. And then you hear
Yes.
Lori, ooh, Judge Judy, shut the fuck
Yeah.
up, Lori.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
she feeds her information and she makes herself because BS lady is an echona. An echona is somebody who act big and bad, like like I'm rich and I have all this stuff. She's an echona, so she does the same thing with Lori. She lies to her like she's a big shot when she's not, and Lori is so dense and thirsty and
She
desperate
believes it.
that she
Hmm.
believes it and she runs with it and repeats it on the internet. So yikes. Yikes for
But yes,
them.
that's what I think. She's
Mhm.
not involved in it because she's too stupid,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And she can't follow along with shit.
And she can't keep a
But
secret. She'll snitch on
but
them.
exactly that too. So Liar Boss just tells her what she wants Lori to tell everybody else because she knows that she's a big mouth and can't keep her fucking mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what I think.
Based creator. I did satire that was clearly labeled as satire, and this is what she has gone and done. All of them. Exactly, Kim. No, I would not. I would not put anything like that without verifying. Tracy, I don't either. I do not either. And exactly, hot mess. Hot mess. I'll post it right now. You sure do. You need to do your research and know who you're defending and sitting with before you go and defend someone.
That's right.
Thank you, allegedly. I've got proof that everything that I've said is true. She can claim slander all she wants to. The judge can hear it. The judge can hear everything that I have. There is no slander. There is no defamation in any of this. Yeah, I know my twin. I mean, it's mind-blowing. Like, I've not even... Lee, it'll go in the mail. The way my court works, it'll go in the mail, and it's going to go through U.S. mail, and it's not a certified letter. She can say all she wants to that she didn't get it. That's fine. It'll just default to me. She'll lose her opportunity to face her accuser. That's all it is. But I mean, yeah, she's not slick because everyone that contacts me and every account that's made is being traced. I mean, it's just Tom, good question. Good question. I don't know why she's doing this. Your guess is as good as mine. It's WTF period. Is period happening with a G, it's not spelled any type of different way. 88. See more butts? I don't know. I don't know why me. But listen, guys, I'm not the first one that she's done this to. It's not been just me. She did this to Raggedy in January, which resulted in warrants in another state. She tried this with Villain. She's tried this with KB. She's tried this with many, many people. Many people. It's disgusting. She threatened Raggedy just as much as me. And Raggedy did the same thing that I did and went to law enforcement immediately. A little bit. I'll have to go back on our messages, honey. I have talked to so many people. Sweetheart, I've got a ring light facing to me. That's why my face looks lighter than it is. Yeah, all while trying to get monetized.
Worrying about that,
right? Yeah.
But,
come on.
Out of everything she has said for the last 47 minutes, that's what people are asking questions
Because
about.
they're trying to derail her. They're trying to derail her.
Exactly.
Like, the hell, her face is lighter than her neck. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I'm sorry. I gotta calm down a little bit. I can't with the stupidity. Seriously.
But it's just crazy. It's crazy. But guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you, Sherry. I don't know, but they'll probably be doing yours. But yes, legal's been contacted. There's nothing they can really do other than speak with law enforcement like they've been doing. But all this, I'm not going to do a recap, guys. It's been too heavy. It's way too heavy to recap. It's demented and it's sick. But I'll put it on my YT. I've got another call that's supposed to come later today. I told them to let me know whenever they wanted to talk, and I would make my day available. A lot of people have been hurt by this woman, and people in her personal life, not just on the internet. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And guys, when I say, like, I put that text post up last night because I could not even gather words to even make a post about any of it. That is how heartbroken and devastated I was for that family. Yes, RJ, yes, I am. I'm positive. I know exactly who they are. I've got paperwork signed by a judge for them. But thank you, guys. I'll upload this shortly if anybody wants to go back and watch the full thing. Yeah, I know Mac. I know she will. I'll throw, if somebody can type in my Villain, did you request again? Hold on.
I forgot what I was coming up here for. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Why you? She's been doing this her whole life, yo. Her entire life, she's been fixated on somebody for whatever reason, probably jealousy. She's jealous of anybody that can hold a platform. But she gets fixated on things and then she can't. It becomes almost like an obsession for her. Just the pattern that I've seen. And it's unfortunate because I wouldn't want to go to jail at 51. You hear me?
Hell no.
I could not do it. I could not do it. But no that's way. Why she's jealous of anybody that can build, that has support. She's gone through how many people? I found out about this girl in what? December, January,
December, yeah.
February, and look at all the people that she slandered. Good people, not just fucking Lisa Richard, Lori Jones type women, right? We're talking about good people. Nookie, me, Raggedy, W. Well, Kim, sorry, you're right. You're right. That was an assumption on my part because of who my following is. I just assume everybody's been to jail at least once. But it's sad. And that's all it is. And every time that people, she gets a little mouthy because right now she thinks she's got the peanut gallery, right? I promise you, there's something coming for all of them. Just sit back, what? Don't watch. It doesn't matter to me. But all I can say is that's why. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I heard
No,
something.
you're fine. You're fine. I'm
What?
about to end anyway. Yeah, Katie, she
Baby Blue Eyes right now? On her TikTok or her YouTube?
Where Baby Blue is, so we don't be sure not to miss it.
Yeah,
Yes,
'cause,
lady, she
you know,
needs to be
I'm here
crying.
for it.
Crying all the way to jail. That's what she needs. I've been to jail. I don't wish jail on people, but the ones that deserve it. The ones that deserve it.
Yeah. Let's see. Boop, boop, de boop.
So now BS lady says she loves her kid. She's not going to fight back. Meanwhile, she posted 5 more videos. She's a whole lie. So her whole existence is a lie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Let's see what this is here.
She's
This is
another one who
it.
can't regulate her emotions. And has no self-control.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so that was all of that.
Mm-hmm.
There was like 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and we support what the F, of course. And
Yes.
it's unacceptable.
So she posted, I'll go ahead and share my screen. She posted last night or 23 hours ago, about 4 o'clock yesterday evening. She posted this on her TikTok. Join me at 10 on her YouTube. Very informative video. There was nothing informative about
No.
her life. You guys watched it, it's up on
Yeah.
my channel. There was nothing informative about any of that. She was supposed to come back at 11, but she didn't.
Yeah, she said she was coming back at 11. And what
Yeah,
the hell is
she
this?
didn't.
Betty Boop Boop Be Boop Be Doop?
I don't know.
Corny.
That's yeah.
She's so corny, dude. So that's her new TikTok?
Yeah.
Not that I'll follow the bitch, but I just was wondering. And this boss
Yeah.
lady, XOXOXO, like obsessed much with Lisa? Like, girl, you oh my God.
Exactly, girl. Exactly.
And she wants to talk about people's looks, but every video she posts is with that extreme filter.
Yeah. The extreme black and white filter.
Mm-hmm.
But she posted this going live on YouTube tonight. We're talking about everything. Make sure you check out WTF Snark page on Reddit. Haven't been there yet, but cannot wait.
How do you know about it? You haven't been there. That's your Reddit. Like, stop it. They're gonna make a whole snark Reddit about WTF. Like, who else would make a whole entire Reddit page about WTF? Like, seriously, you understand? That's like big problematic creators. WTF hasn't done anything to warrant a whole Reddit page. We see you. Like, come on. My God.
Oh my
dude.
God.
And she's applying makeup with fucking filter on? Like, why though?
Look at all these pock marks on her face or scars or something.
That's crazy.
You see that?
Yeah, I thought that was makeup. I thought that was like her dripping the makeup on her face. Lord have mercy.
Mm.
Look at Lori. Of course.
Yeah.
And she has
Thirsty
Raggedy
bitch.
Tea Time, WTF, Fairy Tale Land Creatures, Liar Liar. She's describing herself.
Oh no, that's scars and shit on her face.
Holy
She's over there. You see
smokes.
that? Yeah, it's on the other side too. Yep.
Wait. Let me see if she covers them. Oh my God, you're right.
And she's covering them up.
Oh hell no! And she want to talk about people, and
And she wants to talk about
about
people and their looks.
people.
Listen, I'm no beauty queen,
Me either.
but listen,
Me either. I need a neck transplant. I'm currently on a waiting list for a neck, so I get it. I get it. But I'm not in denial either. Like the hell?
yeah. Okay, so this was 15 hours ago.
Um, this is going to be a tough one. I'm not sure. I don't think that um WTF and Villain spoke with anybody because none of that made any sense.
What?
But why does it look like you've been crying then, girlfriend?
Right, and look at crazy bitch. WTF and Villain are scammers themselves. They scream at others to make themselves not the target. What are you even talking about? And that's probably her, like, girl, what are you even talking
Yeah.
about? Anti-awareness.
Anti-awareness. I'm sorry that you've been through all of that in your past, and it feels so awful to have disagreements with the family we love so much. I'm sorry you feel such hurt over that, and hope for forgiveness for you all. What was the reply to that?
We're
We're all
all
going
gonna
to
be
be
okay?
okay.
What do you mean we're all gonna? Oh my God.
Yeah, that didn't
You're
make
such
sense.
an intelligent, bright woman. Okay. Yeah, yeah,
And
okay.
there's Lori. They never make sense.
Girl, coming from the queen of nonsensical herself, Lori.
And Lori
Hold
again.
up.
Hold up. Who the fuck made you cry? Game the fluck on, baby. You don't make baby cry nor put baby in the corner. I, Lori Jones, will not 100
Shut your
100.
ass up. What you gonna
Get
do,
the fuck
Lori?
out of here.
What you gonna do, girl? What is exactly are you gonna
Exactly.
do?
Exactly. Wow. All right, let's hear what this bitch has to say.
I do know that I have family that is they're very upset with me because
Oh my god, don't cry.
I
Don't
have
Oh, the
cry.
theatrics,
Liar
the
boss, don't
theatrics.
cry. Bless her. Bless
Yeah,
her.
fuck out of here, man.
turned myself into somebody that I'm not. I'm not a hateful person. I'm not a vengeful person. I'm not a mean person.
Really?
Oh my God.
Could have fooled me,
And
bitch.
Yeah, seriously.
my daughters have asked me to take the higher road and to stop
Your
fighting back.
daughters? I doubt it.
Yeah.
And only because I love my kids
Mm-hmm. Sure you do.
so much.
Sure you do.
I'm going to
Now, is she crying because she's upset? Or is she crying because she's raging so hard on the inside that it's coming out as tears?
She's crying because she was exposed, and she knows this.
Enraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she needs to be worried about jail time for the things that she's doing. And I think it's tears for herself. Honestly, and
Of
I don't
course
care
it
who gets
is.
mad at me. It's tears for herself.
Of course it is.
Because if you really love your kids and all of this is causing so much turmoil, I wouldn't even come back on the internet to
No,
say my kids asked me. My channel would be gone with
no.
the wind. The day any of my
Exactly.
sons say, Mom, your channel is causing me 1 ounce of pain, my channel is gone. Gone.
Hmm. And it's just like Lori. Her kids asked her not to go live on the internet anymore. And she had to come live to tell everybody bye. Remember?
Yeah, yeah.
But yet
And
she's
you
just
never
went
left.
over to the favorited app. People
Hmm.
hate her over there. She came back to TikTok and she's
Yep.
been banned twice since then. And that was
Yep.
all this week.
Yep. Every time she
And it's
comes
only
back to TikTok,
Thursday.
she keeps getting banned. And
Yeah.
exactly, bye. My kids don't ask me not to be here, and you still come back. These women are
Yeah.
liars, and everything that comes out of their mouth is lies. It's all about them. They wanna put on this show of that they just love their children so much. Their words don't align with their actions. It doesn't align.
Facts.
It doesn't align.
Facts. Canby wants to know, has she gone live since the video I'm playing now? Yes. At 10 o'clock last night, she went live on YouTube for a few minutes, and she said she was going to come back at 11. I looked for her to come back at 11, and I didn't see her. So,
She wasn't with the chat coming at her. She was not gonna come
no.
back. She did that, right? She tried to set the stage on TikTok, like it's gonna be informative. I'm gonna talk about everything, baiting people. And then when she came on YouTube, she was hoping for a welcoming reception, like, yeah, let's get villain and what the F. And people were calling her
Yeah.
out. She was trying to gauge the audience. That's what she was trying to see. Let me come to YouTube and see if the audience is gonna be receptive to me and my bullshit. And when they weren't, she ran and she didn't come
Right.
back.
Yeah.
Like, it's so obvious these people have patterns. Their patterns never
Yep.
change.
Hi, Leslie. Welcome. She said, I'm new here. Hello, Sophie in chat, all the way from Scotland.
Hi,
Leslie, hi. How are you? Welcome. Raquel says she's
welcome.
probably crying because she just got the paperwork that this is not a joke.
Yep. They keep thinking it's a joke. They keep thinking it's a joke. These people swear. And sometimes the wheels of justice work slowly.
Yeah.
And it happens, but these people, there needs to be consequences for all this shit. I'm sorry. And she needs major consequences, because this is not just her online. This has been a pattern for years. Look how she's done her whole family. That's craziness.
No, I think WTF said that her older son is like 17, and then she has an older daughter who's in her 20s, I think. I don't remember.
As a
And a grandbaby, right, and whatever. So this has gone on since she found out she was pregnant, at least until when she found out she was pregnant with her first daughter.
And the person said she's been tormenting them for 30 years.
And she's, what,
that's more than half her
51,
life.
something like that?
Yes. So this is who she is. Evil, the devil incarnate.
Yeah.
And I have no sympathy for them. I'm sorry. It's not addiction that made people this way. No, that's who they are. That's what their character is. And there's no excuse for it. None.
Not do the things that I was going to do. I had planned on calling her PO and doing all the dirty shit. I will say, I thank you, Cliff Notes Anna, for saying the things that you said about my son. He's very young. I am happy to say nothing has ever happened to him. That is that's a lie. He doesn't even...
A lie that you made up?
Right.
know what SA even is. So I am happy to say that nothing like that we've ever had to deal with. It has happened in my family very rampantly, and that's what led to my addiction. I'm not saying me personally, I'm just saying that there was a lot of trauma in my childhood, and
so there was a lot of trauma in your childhood that led to your addiction, but the trauma didn't happen to you.
Happened to her, huh? That's
so
what?
How did that
Girl,
lead to your
stupid ass
addiction
up.
if it didn't happen?
That made no sense. It's running. SA is running rampant in my family, and that's what led me to my addiction. It didn't happen to me. Girl, shut your stupid ass up, okay? Because somebody like me that really does have childhood trauma, I've never spoken about it on the internet. So the only thing I've said is that I have childhood trauma that actually led to my addiction, because I didn't deal with my trauma. I tried to bury it, and it ended up in my early 20s, leading me to be susceptible to going to the club and all these feelings and all these thoughts came into my head and I wanted to numb it. So people like this bitch that are using it, and it didn't even happen to them when it did happen to me. Like, I can't with this chick.
Yeah.
I can't. She's saying what she thinks she needs to say because she knows she's fucked for the stuff that she's been doing to people.
Yep.
And for her to say she was gonna, all this dirty stuff I was gonna do. No, the dirty stuff you've been doing since January. It is April. So all the dirty stuff that you've done to multiple people for months, and now it's been exposed. They've been quiet, trying to deal with it legally. And they finally brought it to the internet to make other people aware of what you've been doing to them. So that's why you put on the waterworks. That's why you're putting, oh, my trauma. It's no excuse for you being a piece of shit. Because I have trauma. Again, I've been in recovery 24 years and I've never done any of this to anybody. And people come for me all the time. So if you know, they come for us all the time on the internet.
Yeah.
Never gone real life. I've never even looked at somebody's Facebook, never Googled anybody.
No, me neither. Baby Blue Eyes, on my laptop, I cannot speed her up. I've tried with other people, with Lori and other people. It won't let me. Hey, right quick. I wish we could, girlfriend.
And I'm sorry, guys, but she pisses me off. Pisses me off. People like her and Lori, and finding out what she's been doing to people. I don't want to hear her fucking crocodile tears. I don't. I'm sorry.
So that led to me being addicted, and I became very overprotective with my kids because of, you know, my father being abusive and all that stuff. And now my kids have gone on to be even more protective of their children just because I was so protective of them.
The nerve.
You're so abusive.
The nerve.
I know. The unmitigated gall of this bitch. They don't let you see your own grandchild because you are abusive. My mom was abusive. May she rest in peace. And that's why I never put my hands on my sons ever, because I was afraid that was in me, to be like my mother, to take my frustrations out on my kids. So I never put my hands on my kids. I didn't perpetuate that cycle with that, thank God. Like, girl, you can't even see your grandkids. What are you talking about?
But you are right about one thing, Liar Boss. Your daughter is very protective of her children.
Yes.
Because of her mother.
Yes. Yep.
So, there's that. Fucking bitch.
Oh my God.
Let's see me.
I have not watched WTF's video.
Bullshit.
Because anybody as a mother,
sure, Juanita.
Sure. You wouldn't know any of the things that you're speaking on right now or trying to walk things back if you hadn't watched it.
Right. How would she know about her family and that they're angry? How would she even know to speak about this? Why would she be so emotional had she not watched it? Like, sure, Juanita, shut your ass up again. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Understand that anybody acting like it's Christmas morning
Mute and blow your
I got
fucking
dirt
nose.
And her 11-year-old son was essayed, and you know, as a mother, you would probably want to claw that person's eyes out.
She didn't say the 11-year-old son, though.
I started to make a video today earlier, and it was pretty much telling Kelly that I felt really bad for her, and I do.
So she's calling her by her name, right?
Yeah.
They say pray for your enemies. Anybody that
and
gets giddy.
Listen, two things here, Liar Boss. Okay? Mute and blow your fucking nose. Get your shit together, okay?
Seriously.
Number one. Number two, I forgot number two. It'll come to me in a minute. It'll come to me. I forgot it.
Her snot is so loud.
It is. It's very distracting.
Girl, it's gross.
About a child being abused. That is a level of mental illness that I'm not sure a psychiatrist could even help. that's
What the F
Because
cried? She wasn't
you've gone to a
celebrating.
psychiatrist and they've tried to help your crazy ass and they couldn't? Is that how you know that?
Yeah, and what the F was crying when she was describing what was done to your children, BS lady? She wasn't celebrating. She wasn't giddy. She wasn't laughing. She was crying. She was crying. And she shared very surface level. She said there's so much more. Like you're disgusting, BS lady. She showed more empathy for them than
Yeah.
you have. And she didn't say that that happened to your 11-year-old. She said your other son, you accused your brother-in-law of having done that to your son when he was 6 years old, BS lady. So you're trying to uh, change the narrative because that is the son that you seem to only focus or care about.
Well,
You're
yeah, she
disgusting.
hasn't seen her other son since he was 6 weeks old and he's what, 17 now?
Yeah,
So, well,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
nothing to her. Makes me
Exactly.
sick.
And I can't relate. Can't relate.
that's very just demonic. And
Yeah,
for
you are.
Villain to co-sign that, I'm not shocked. A lot of you don't remember back when Villain had destroyed that poor nurse. I mean, she
What?
fixates herself on somebody, and then she
Yeah,
wants
what is
to
she
engulf.
talking about?
What did
She's
she
using the same
destroy?
words Villain just used. Villain said she's fixated on people, and so she's repeating the exact word, the verbiage that Villain used, and again, and lying. What nurse are you talking about? What are you talking about,
Yeah.
BS lady?
Right click, she has
Yeah,
4
4.
kids. Yeah. Eldon, have a good day, my friend. Have a nice
Bye,
Easter
Eldon.
weekend. Oliver is
Yes.
snoozing, dreaming about bones and running after rabbits here on the floor beside me, but I'll let him know when he wakes up. Thank you.
Yes, and Sophie Bliss is right. Therapy for narcissists, because she's a narcissist,
Hmm.
okay? And I also think she's a sociopath. Again, I'm not diagnosing her, just in my opinion, she has these traits. And therapy tends to make them worse because it helps them and it
Yeah,
teaches them how to manipulate better.
you're right. You're right, Bliss.
That's what
Yep.
it does.
Yep. She says the scary thing is these kinds of people get worse in therapy. It just makes them more manipulative and learn to mask better and play people better. I agree with that.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm. No, true. I refuse to call her boss lady. She is no kind of a boss.
No, no, no,
Mm-mm.
ma'am. I will never call her that.
Golf their whole life. When I got on this app, they were like, "Oh God, Villain's coming after you. She's going to call your son's ball coach, your son's teacher, your neighbor, your family members, your boss, your coworkers." And I was like, "For what?" They're like, "Oh, she'll call your ex-husband and tell him you're doing rugs, so that way, he takes your kid." And I'm like, "Well, that could never happen because I get along with all my exes."
Because he already
So
has them.
I
Oops.
don't, and when
He already
I
has
tell
them.
you I don't have enemies, I don't have enemies. Now, I'm
Oh
certain
my
that there's
God.
somebody
And Villain never
The
said any of that.
delusions. No, no, never said any of that. And she came for Villain. Like,
Yeah.
why are we rewriting the way things happened? Why are we switching the story? She got onto Villain's radar by lying on
Yeah.
Villain. Let's not pretend it was the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you guys want to watch it on Villain's channel, Liar Boss has a whole playlist over there. It's all there.
Yes, yes.
that doesn't like me. I've been a manager for many years, and I'm
Sure you
sure
have.
that I've had some disgruntled ex-employees. I'm sure we've all had bosses that we didn't get along with, or somebody that I had to fire, which is not a lot of people, maybe a couple. But, if I caught them stealing, they got pissed off, and yeah, I'm sure they're mad at me. I took from their money, you know what I mean? If they were robbing my registers or robbing my bank, of course I got to fire them.
Your
But it's
bank.
not saying that, we all don't have enemies. But I think what Kelly did was the fact that she got busted, because you all know she did a home tour. There was no massage table. She manipulated her 6-year-old to get on TikTok and say, oh, mommy does massages. And the girl's laughing because she's being coached. So I don't believe in putting,
Why
you
are you
don't put your
talking about a
children on
6-year-old?
TikTok. You don't coerce your children. You don't coach your
What?
children. You
Really?
don't have your children go along with your lies. And you don't talk about people's children.
But you don't mind doing
Oh
it
my
to other
God.
people, though.
But that's all she's done.
Right.
In the last 10 seconds, that's all she's done.
Yeah.
You coerced your kids need to be off of the internet. She's had her son on the internet talking about you could
Yep.
get monetized now. She had a whole thing because her daughter was cursing and she said it never happened. Like this lady, una loca, she's bonkers, dude. Like bonkers. Like you have to laugh at the level of delusion.
I
Like
know.
these people live on their own little damn island of Deluluville.
Melissa,
We
I
don't
don't
know,
know what
Melissa.
nurse she's talking about.
We
Don't know.
Don't know, man. Nurse never existed. I have fucking no idea.
I don't know.
I know, but she didn't watch What the F. I know. Jesus Christ.
The fact that she would make something like that up, and like Cliff Notes Anna said, whether it was true or not, you just don't go there. There's a level of respect. You don't
But you
go
don't mind
there.
going there.
If anybody's child, anybody's ex would message me, ooh, I got dirt on somebody, I have had people do that to me.
Sure you have. Sure you have.
Yeah.
And I don't entertain it because
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
after to destroy people's lives. When I came on this,
What?
Oh my God, what? That's all she's done. That's all
Right.
she's done. Like, girl, what are you talking about? That's all you've done. The videos you've made, talking about her OnlyFans, passing around her OnlyFans pictures. What are you talking about? And everything she's saying is lies. Everything she's saying out of her mouth are lies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's these random few people in her comment section that actually believe her bullshit, and Lori's one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Massage tables fold up and you put them
Yeah.
away. Exactly. And what she does is her business.
Yeah.
She takes care of
Yeah.
her children. Real
Are
mothers
you
find a way.
mad that nobody wants you to touch them?
For real.
That
Ostrich lady.
you're not good enough to be on OnlyFans and not make money?
Exactly.
Is that what it
Exactly.
is?
Yep.
That you're managing making sure the pizzas don't fucking burn while WTF is out here making real money?
Exactly.
Is that the problem?
Her greatest enemy is the truth. Amen.
Mhm. Yep.
She's allergic to that shit, just like Lori. They're all allergic. They need
Allergic
a
to the
fucking
truth.
EpiPen for the fucking diabetes they
Yep.
suffer from.
Yep. Mm.
on this app, it was to help people who are in recovery to let them know.
With the lies and the bullshit and the misinformation that you've said about addiction and recovery.
Yep. The harmful misinformation that
Yeah.
she's put out about maintenance medications,
Yeah.
about addiction, about prisons, all of that.
Told Lisa Richards that she needs to get off of fucking methadone.
Yes. Now that she won't be accepted into a rehab on that,
Yep.
that she needs to go cold turkey.
Yep. Yep. So that who are you trying to help with your lies and your fucking misinformation, bitch?
You don't have to sit and go around collecting cans all day. You can run a company like I do. You can run chain
Run a
restaurants.
company.
You can do anything that I've been doing the last couple of years because I don't take no for an answer. I'm not going to take that. Sometimes you do have to start at the bottom and work your way up and earn people's trust or earn whatever. Within 2 months, I was a server, and literally 2 months later, I'm running the guy's restaurant and other restaurants. So anything can happen. You just have to earn people's trust. And that was the whole point of me coming on here. But when I'm getting text messages and my kids are not happy about things that they're seeing on TikTok about their mom and their mom getting in the middle of, and they're worried, sick, that someone's going to find them.
What your kids are not happy about is all this shit that you're starting
Yes.
with people on TikTok. The
Yes.
real life beyond fucking TikTok shit that you're doing to people.
Yep.
That's what they're not happy about.
And do like Villain does to people, contact their neighbors, contact their jobs, because this is a sick, twisted evil that they sit with, that they endorse. And those of you that follow these people, you're amping that up. And if you find it enjoyable that somebody just comes in and destroys people's lives and children, please don't follow me. Don't watch me. Don't follow me. I don't want you near
That's why
me.
we don't follow you, because we don't support that,
Exactly.
and that's
It's
what you
sick and
do.
morbid.
My
And like I
God.
said, if you co-sign that, I don't want you
We
watching
don't.
me. I
We
would
don't.
love for
That's
you
why
to
we don't
watch
watch
me.
you, bitch.
That would make me unbelievably happy.
Blech. No,
So
thank you.
due to emotions tonight, I am going to probably not go live. I got to get my son to bed. Emotions are very high. Again, I know that panel is not for me. They're not for WTF. But I'm glad that they see that, even though I did make my little video calling her a hoe. I mean, she did call me a hoe first, so I just came back and did the same. I'm just reciprocating. Doesn't make it
No,
right.
bitch. No.
Absolutely does not make it right. But I was just reciprocating from what she was saying.
No, you
And
started
you
it,
all know when
bitch.
you saw that video
Yeah.
come out of that John calling her to make an appointment, y'all were laughing because we were all like, oh my God. And we didn't do it to her. She did it to herself.
What are you talking about?
But we have to leave kids and family out of the TikTok drama. We asked for this. They did not. And one thing I did find foul was the talk about mental illness. And when she mentioned my ex. Kelly, don't ever, ever mention him again.
How do you
That is
know
not
she
your
mentioned your
business.
ex because you didn't watch it?
Exactly. Exactly. And everything you've said about her, Anna, bitch, is none of your business. Everything you've said about WTF is none of your business. Talking about her not having a massage chair, a table, and her with a John. First of all, you're shaming sex workers because you probably can't do it, bitch. We get it.
That's right.
But that's none of your business. Like you said, leave families out of it, leave kids out of it, leave all her personal business out of your fucking mouth. You can't do that. But you expect people not to hit you with the truth when you try to hit people with lies. That's not how the real world works. BS lady, that's not how it works. You started all of this. You could try to keep saying that you're just this victim. You started it all, and we all remember how it happened.
Yep.
I know
And that's
everything out of
not
her
your
mouth is a
concern.
lie.
You did not know
Everything.
him. You cannot speak on him. As much as you want to be a part of my life, you're not. And in the
Wow.
past week, you've brought up 2 of my exes. Neither one are your concern. Whether they're here or in another realm or wherever they are, it's not your business. And you're not hurting me, you're hurting his children. Hey guys, I started to go live onto YouTube.
Okay, so that was that one.
To get on, wanted to get on here real quick and let you know that I just heard part of what Villain was saying. I was laying in bed. That is a lie. She has not talked to anybody, and there's a reason why, and I'll tell you. Our mother had passed away in 2008, and that is the last time that me or my 2 brothers had ever talked to my sister due to the fact of what she did when my mother passed away. And in fact, we didn't even know she was sick or that she had even passed until a couple of days after she passed away. I was sent a screenshot of her obituary by my ex-boyfriend who said, hey, condolences. And I was like, what? I didn't even know she died. But due to her actions and the things that she did after our mother passed, none of us ever talked to her again. So,
I call bullshit on that.
And
I
but
don't
she
know. I
had
just have a
your
feeling
kid.
in my gut.
Right. But she had your kid, so what Villain and WTF said isn't a lie. They never
Right.
said they said you didn't speak to her and that she had your son since he was 6 months or 6 weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the lie? Okay? Where's the lie?
Yeah.
Like girl, make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. There's a reason why she didn't know about her sister passing. Exactly.
Exactly. Of course, Lori's in the comments. The only 2 comments.
You don't
You
need to
don't need to
explain.
explain. 100% Buki. Buki Bear. We know they lie out. They butt. 100. State up.
Straight up, straight up. But it's state. Yeah, she didn't even put an R.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be
She
with an R.
can't. She can't.
She's trying to be, ghetto
Yeah.
fabulous, but
But
dumbass.
she's failing miserably.
Yes, yes.
State up. Tell these people that think they just know everything to shush and go get blood work done. Check. I'm dead AF. And then asking for a friend. Is that V a man or women? 100, 100. Not that I truly care what it is.
Lori, the jealousy of Villain is oozing out of your
Mm-hmm.
greasy ass pores, girl.
Oozing. Mm-hmm.
Villain is clearly a woman, and you saying that is so offensive. Um, when you look like the it bitch,
Yeah.
okay? I've had
Yeah.
enough of her shit with that. Enough of her shit. The bitch comes on unkept without even wiping the damn mascara off her face, without even brushing her 3 teeth. And you want to talk about somebody, bitch? And again, lurkers, I don't care. Yes, I'm talking about her fucking looks. I
Fuck
don't
yeah.
care anymore.
Don't give a
So miss me
shit.
with that bullshit. Selfie talking about people's looks. Does she own a
Exactly.
mirror? Yes, bitch, I do.
Listen, y'all. Listen. Bushwatchers, the people in the very back. I'm
In the
talking
back.
about the bitch's looks. All right.
Yes.
I'm talking about her being high as fuck
Yep.
and coming on camera talking about goddamn recovery.
Yes. Yes, this bitch has
Fuck what you
male
think.
pattern baldness, Naps. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Maybe you have a little too much testosterone, Lori. The fuck? She got the fucking Danny DeVito bald spot wanting to talk
Fuck
about
yeah, she
people's
does.
looks. Fuck out of here, penguin. Fuck out of here. I can't. I can't be serious with bitches. Fuck that. Yeah,
I love
gloves
you.
are off, man. Fuck that.
For real.
Shit.
there was no mistreatment of her on her deathbed. That's a lie by Villain to make herself just get sympathy. But again,
Why would Villain get sympathy from that?
I know. And you didn't even know she passed. So what are you talking about? What are you like her she's just liars just lie and they're just ridiculous. They're just ridiculous.
Why would Villain get sympathy from Liar Boss's sister passing away?
I know. I know it makes no
Make that make
sense.
sense for me, somebody.
I know. It's crazy.
Villain is a habitual liar and she has not talked to anybody. Sorry. All lies.
You're
No,
gonna regret
Villain
saying
hasn't.
that, bitch. Yeah.
Villain hasn't, but WTF has.
Yep. And
Villain has heard the
yes.
recordings,
Yep. But Sophie, what
but
they
she's
what
not
they
talked to the people.
but what they don't get is that when you do this, that smile right there, you're gonna regret that smile,
Mm-hmm.
BS
But
lady.
you don't want to smile like that in her mugshot, you think?
And she's gonna ask them, "Can you put a filter?
Yeah. Can you
Can
give
you
me the
add a
black and white
filter?"
filter?
Right? You're gonna regret that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yep.
dare Villain to do something if you don't want it done, bitch.
Yep.
Exactly, Naps. What's a villain? They gonna find out.
Hey, Anna, sorry, I had to get out of that live. I cannot sit there and listen to people lie. But I do have something for you to ask little old WTF. She's claiming she doesn't have her logins for her ads. I saved her ad about an hour ago. It's now down. I don't think she lost the logins. But again, if you want to ask me anything about my family, like my sister, my siblings, I would be absolutely glad to answer any of those for you. I'm sure it'll be quite the opposite of what Villain and WTF are telling you, because what they're saying
You're a
is
liar.
complete embellished lies. There was no mistreatment in my family. I have never mistreated anybody in my family.
Wait a minute.
In fact, I was the backbone of the family when my mother passed.
I want it.
Which
I
is
want
why
it
my
fucking
brother is
mute.
now staying with me. I've always been the matriarch of our family.
It won't fucking. There it goes. Shit. I've been sitting here pressing my
Just
damn.
mute the bitch.
It's like 30 seconds now. Like, wait.
You're like, wait a minute. So,
Fuck. Forgot what the fuck I was going to say now.
wait, there was no mistreatment in her family.
Okay. 2 videos ago, there was all this trauma in your
Yep.
family that caused you to spiral into this addiction, but
Yep.
now there was never any abuse in your family.
And she cried and said her family's angry at her. There's some family that's angry at her.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Make it
But
make
now
sense.
everything's hunky dory, and none of that. You didn't say that shit 8 hours earlier.
Bitch needs to write her lies down, bro.
Fuck. Just like
Yes.
Lori, grab a notebook and start writing your shit down.
For
That way,
real.
when
For
right
real.
before you get ready to hit that record button or that live button, you can skim through what you're supposed to be saying.
Exactly.
Because you look like a whole ass idiot right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she sure did. She sure did.
And of course, we got Lori in the comments again.
Of course.
That's all they do is lie. But I love you, Queen. I love you,
I
Queen.
love you.
Yeah. We know they full of lies.
Mm-hmm. Mask Guy Johnny says, it looks like she was getting ready to lie about someone right now. Oh my God. How were you the backbone of the family when you didn't know until the obituary came out that your mother had passed? Bazinga. Bazinga.
Yep.
See you later.
That part.
Okay, so I just was over again, watching off and on all night here. Cliff Notes is live. And there's a few things that I am having a problem with. She keeps correlating that me and WTF are the same, that we're doing the same. We're not the same. We're definitely not the same, and there's a reason why. I don't try to find people's family members. I don't try to find people's children. I don't talk about children. I don't make up children's trauma.
Bullshit.
I think that is one of the most disgusting things you can do. She lied about my son. She lied about my daughters. Now, I doubt there is, but if there is a phone call with my oldest, she did reach out to me a few hours ago, very furious at this WTF. She asked who the fuck she was. She was very pissed off about her.
God damn it. Why won't this shit?
She said she was going to reach out to her.
Fuck. So your daughter that lives in a different place than you, city, town, whatever than you,
Right.
who refuses to put out pictures of, post pictures of her child on her social media. You don't even know your grandchild's fucking name.
Yep. Never seen her, the child.
Never seen the child. Never seen your grandchild. But you want me to believe that your daughter called you furious at WTF?
Yeah, sure. Again, sure, Juanita.
If that's the story that you want to tell to try and make yourself feel better,
Right.
you go ahead.
Yep. She doesn't
But
talk
nobody
about
else,
kids.
only you and Lori. You and Lori are the only two people in this fucking world that believe that shit. I'm just going to tell you that.
Yep.
That's it. I'm looking at the chat really quick.
The Hounds of Baskerville. Oh my.
Her to tell her to shut up.
Sure, Jan.
My daughters are very private, so I know that they would not say anything. And I will tell you that there's no way my daughter said anything. And
It wasn't, I'm gathering that it wasn't your daughter that talked to WTF because the person said that you've been tormenting them the past 30 years.
But did you catch what
So
she just
that
said?
would tell me it wasn't your daughter.
Right. But did you catch her another lie? She said her daughter, contacted her, right? And was furious and said, who is this bitch? And da-da-da-da. But I don't think my daughter. Why didn't you ask her? Why didn't you ask her? She just contacted you, furious
Yeah, I mean,
about
you were
what.
talking to her, furious.
Right. Why wouldn't you ask if she's
Right.
if she spoke to WTF? She just said, I don't think my daughter would. What, you were on the phone with her. Why didn't you just outwardly ask her? I would ask my sons, hey, did you contact this person from the internet? You know what I mean? Like, you're having a conversation with them. That would be the first thing you would ask. Hey, she's saying she spoke to you. Like, again, you let them talk long enough and they dismantle their own lies.
Yep. This is true. Very, very true.
I'd be willing to bet that because the privacy that she wants, she's the one that asked me to take the higher road because she's worried about privacy. Because I did tell her about Villain being she's not dangerous. She couldn't fight herself out of a wet bag.
Bitch,
But she's got a mouth on her. And because she's very miserable in her own life, she wants to.
Villain is the one that's miserable in her life. Let me get that right. Is that what you're trying to say here?
Yo, this bitch got a drive-in size projector. Like, this bitch, it's not even a little projector. That shit is the size of a drive-in with the projection she's fucking doing.
Yeah.
It's insane. And hey, Mickey Mouse fan, like, get the fuck out of here. Hi, Maggie May. This bitch is crazy. Crazier than a Mad Hatter. I can't. And then she's saying again, she doesn't think her daughter would say that. But her daughter's, she's in communication with her. Again, why didn't you just outwardly ask her, BS lady?
Because she's not in communication with her.
I know. Rhetorical. That was rhetorical, Sophie. Sorry.
I just had to say it, though.
I get it. You had to state the obvious for the people in the back. I get it.
The people in the back is who we're saying this to right now. Exactly.
Yes. Shit.
To destroy others so she can feel that pain. Now, the sister that we're talking about, she was the same way. She reminded me a lot of Villain, which is why we did not talk. Always had to be arguing, always had to be fighting, always had to be at war with somebody, and that's Villain. Villain.
The same sister that raised your two older children?
Right?
That one?
Oh.
May she rest in peace. You
Yes,
can't say
may
a
she rest
fucking
in
nice
peace.
thing about her?
Right? I can't imagine talking about my sister like that. I loved my sister more than life itself. I can't imagine talking about my sister like that, especially my sister is also deceased. Like, girl, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I can't. And this just shows you she has no limits. We've seen the shit that BS lady has said and done on the internet. It's not hard to believe. I always wondered why she was this way. I swear. I always wondered what makes her lie so effortlessly and be this vindictive and evil, in my opinion. And it makes sense. When I watched WTF's video, it made sense now.
Yeah.
This lady's bonkers, dude. I can't.
She is. She is.
Can never just have a calm life. She always has to be on the attack. She has to attack somebody every day of her life.
Becky, these are uploads from Liar Boss's TikTok. This one was from 14 hours ago.
That constitutes misery. That's a miserable person. Now, as for WTF, she sat there for 2 months, 60 days,
Aw.
talking about me before I even knew her name.
Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
It's Sophie. I can't. This bitch. What? Huh? ¿Qué? I can't. This fucking bitch, dude. Yo,
Woo.
what the hell?
Mickey Mouse fan said, I'm so glad I turned y'all on. I love you guys. Thank you.
Feeling is mutual, girl.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yes.
So sweet. So did you hear what she said?
Yes, unfortunately.
Villain talked about her for 60 days before she knew who the bitch even was. Come on, girl.
And WTF, girl, you were jealous of her since you first saw her. She talked about WTF. I have a live on my channel where I was reacting to her talking about WTF. Like, girl, stop it. Stop rewriting it. The internet is forever. These people don't seem to understand that. The internet is forever, you know?
Yep. And that's it, Mascadrani. She busted down your lies. That's why you don't like her. Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Susan, she's trying to be serious.
I know. She's trying so hard. She's trying so hard.
I know, Mickey Mouse. We talked about that earlier. Like
Yes.
somebody in the chat asked, do we think that Lori has a part in this dirt shit that's going on behind the scenes? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, I think that, Lori's too stupid for that, right? Like she can't keep her shit straight like that.
No.
But Liar Boss tells Lori what she wants the world to know.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
She feeds her information because she knows she has a big
Feeds her
ass mouth.
information.
And she does. We've seen Lori like, ooh, Judge Judy. That was all coming from BS Lady. It's all coming from BS Lady. And the repeating of the things. She's even repeating, Lori's repeating like all the things about the Hep C stuff. She even made a comment, oh, they need to get their blood work done. You need to get some blood work done, Lori. You need to get some blood work done.
The last TikTok video we watched that was in the comments. Yeah.
So she's using her. They're using each other, right? Lori has no one in real life. No one. So she feels privileged that this BS liar wants to, be friends with her and she gifts her and stuff. And BS Lady knows that. So she's utilizing Lori to be a fly on the wall of their conversations, the delusions that must be swirling around in the air when they talk.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah. But that's what we think. And you Mickey Mouse agrees with us on all of that. Yeah. Yes, Momo, Hori is Boss Lady's or BS Lady's puppet. Exactly.
Yes. Her hand is so far up Lori's ass. I'm sorry.
No, you're right though.
Ran her mouth. She 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 ran her mouth. 60 days. Did not bite. I did not say anything back to her. Most people will just nip it right in the ass. I know that if you just ignore somebody, they'll go away. Her and Stewie got worse. Just worse. Then, of course, Villain got involved. And it was just, I don't understand. It was literally an obsession between Stewie, Villain, and WTF. Just obsessed. Their whole entire page. 10 videos a day at least.
She's such a fucking liar. What?
Me.
Yeah.
No, bitch.
I have no clue.
No, bitch. You're lying, bitch. You lied on Villain. You lied on Raggedy. You doxed Raggedy. You said Nookie was the most disgusting things, a child predator, bitch. That's why Villain came for you, bitch. You lied on her. You said she was a felon. You said that they were being extradited, bitch. Did you forget that? You said Villain and all of them were being extradited.
4 hours at the police station.
Yes.
Remember that? She spent 4 hours at the police station, and everybody's going to be extradited to Ohio.
Yes. Yes. Ooh, the higher ups, Lori's higher ups are coming for them. Like
Right?
this lady is crazy. You came for villain. You lied on her. She's a felon. She's stolen. You spoke disrespectfully about villain's mother, bitch.
Yep.
You spoke disrespectfully about villain's mother, BS lady. The fuck are you talking about? Okay? You said her whole family are a bunch of thieves, bitch. And we are never gonna let you forget that shit, you fucking liar. You weren't silent and they were coming for you. You
No.
had their names in your mouth and they came and corrected the shit. That's how it happened.
That's
The
it.
fuck?
Clue why. No clue why. Just nonstop videos about me. I mean, it was obsessive. It was extremely obsessive. I never even seen that many videos about Lisa Richard. It was foul and obsessive and mentally disturbing.
Bitch, you're
Villain
mentally
came.
disturbed with your lies. Leo, their videos are still up. They're still up. They replay their shit. They upload their shit to YouTube. So it's still there. You're the one that dirty deletes. Like, this is why I don't watch her, Sophie, because she enrages me. This is why I don't watch her ass.
I know. And that video, that live she did on YouTube last night, as soon as she ended, she set it to private.
Of course she did. That's what she does. If you don't catch it, she deletes the shit. She is a dirty deleter. She's the only one. Villain and WTF, they didn't do 10 videos a day on this, but she wishes. She wishes they did. She was the one that tried to pretend that she knew Lisa. She was exposing Ronnie. Oh my God, I'm the savior. Bitch, when people saw the liar you were, you lost all those subscribers or whatever followers you got, bitch. As quickly as you gained them is as quickly as you lost them, and you've never recovered and you never will recover. Because you have zero integrity. You're a deranged, thank you, Stevie. I just saw that word. She is deranged and she is psychotic. She's a liar. She wouldn't know the truth if it slapped her in the fucking face and knocked the filter off her ass. Like, enough. You said enraged, but she's deranged. Sorry. Sorry. Gosh damn, man.
Barry's is manifesting enabler says boss liar thinks I'm Stewie in Lori's comments. Oh my goodness. I know she pisses us all off, guys, all of us.
Does, man.
And that's why I have paid very little attention to her. Like, I've wanted to talk about her here and there, but I've always been like, no, she's not worth it. I don't want to give her the attention, blah, 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 blah. But hearing what WTF has been saying lately and all of the things that's been going on, it had to be talked about.
It had to
It
be.
had to be.
It had to
And
be.
I even
Yeah.
talked to Camden about it last night when me and Camden were texting back and forth. And I'm like, do I speak? Like a part of me wants to speak about it and let people know what's going on. But then another part of me is like, I don't want another crazy bitch after my ass, you know?
Right. She's
I done had to
dangerous.
shake a couple of them off in the past couple of years. I don't want another
Girl.
one,
I know, girl.
you
Trust me,
know?
I know. They hump your leg. they
Yeah,
stay
and
on
they
your
don't know when
leg.
to
I
fucking
know.
let go.
Yeah, and she's one of those. But this wasn't just her. Even with the lies that she said are even dangerous in themselves, right? They're harmful. The lies that she's told, the misinformation she's put out. This is a whole different universe. What she's doing to these women is unacceptable and she needs to be held accountable. And Villain used to always say, when people used to bring up BS Lady in her chat, she used to say, I'm not even giving her attention. I was there. I know she's lying. Villain didn't do video after video. She avoided the subject of BS Lady at all costs. I'm not giving her attention. What she wants is attention. Whether it's negative, she doesn't care. You know what I mean? And this had
Yeah,
to be addressed. Sophie, this is a whole different level for real. And I'm
right.
glad that you addressed it
Yeah.
because this shit was killing me since I saw WTF talk about it and crying. It was
Right,
killing
yeah.
me too.
Hey, Maxie.
Hey Muggsy, hey Jojo.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone coming in. Mrs. Robinson. Hi, everybody.
At me, saying that I was making money off of a racket. That my whole premise was over a racket.
Yeah.
It
You
was.
tried to be friends with Lisa Richard. You tried to get clout off of a fucking crackhead on the fucking internet.
She did.
Tell
She
me you
did.
didn't.
That's how she, and then when it didn't work, then she wanted to do it off of her anyway through her sister. But she
Yep.
tried to act like Lisa was confiding in her and all this stuff. She shared the emails but redacted, and Lisa got
Yep.
wind of it and gave the unredacted emails that showed she didn't know her. So you
Yeah.
did try to build a platform off of an active addict, bitch. You
Yes.
did. And when it didn't work, you went to her sister Ronnie.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Raquel. I know,
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah. Hmm.
I don't think you guys know her friend Reaper. Maybe you do. And
There we
again,
go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that some people were seeing that for what it was and actually have their eyes open, because unfortunately some people don't. WTF is a manipulator and a liar. Within the last 24 hours, she said she didn't know her logins for these back pages. I just had the back page login. I'm sorry, I had the back page.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Because it's her back page, bitch. You just told on yourself. A Freudian slip, bitch. A
Did
Freudian
you hear that?
slip. You have the back page login, yeah, because you created that back page, bitch. And I hope you go to jail for
Bingo.
it. I hope you
Bingo.
fucking go to jail. You just told on yourself, dumbass.
Ad.
She's
A
like, oh
couple
God, did I really just say
You
that?
saw that, right?
Yeah.
You saw that. She's like, oh shit.
Back up
I
a
have no
little.
clue why. No clue why. Just nonstop videos about me. I mean, it was obsessive.
She changed the
It was
subject immediately. You saw that? What happened?
extremely obsessive. I never even seen
I
that many
backed it
videos
up.
about Lisa
Oh,
Richard.
you did? Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
It
changed the
was
subject. I was like, oh,
foul and obsessive and mentally disturbing. Villain came at me saying that I was making money off of a racket. That my whole premise was over a racket.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you guys know her friend Reaper. Maybe you do. And again, I'm glad that some people were seeing that for what it was and actually have their eyes open, because unfortunately some people don't. WTF is a manipulator and a liar. Within the last 24 hours, she said she didn't know her logins for these back pages.
Here we go.
I just had the back page login. I'm sorry, I had the back page ad.
Whoops, bitch.
A couple.
We all making shorts on that shit, Raquel. You, me, Sophie, all of us, we need to make a short on that shit. Expose that bitch. But you did. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right. Hold on. Hold on. What's this? What? 416? I'm going to back it up.
And again, people actually have their eyes open, because unfortunately some people don't. WTF is a manipulator and a liar. Within the last 24 hours, she said she didn't know her logins for these back pages. I just had the back page login. I'm sorry, I had the back page ad a couple hours ago. A half hour ago, it was taken down.
Got it.
So as much as she's trying to convince you guys that she doesn't know the login,
You know the login, don't ya, Liar Boss?
Because that's your page that you created, you bitch. Sending strangers to her house.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, she's so done. Oh my God, I love it for her. Love that for her.
Yep. Exactly, Mickey Mouse. All them dummies tell on themselves. That's all they do.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, WTF said in a video that if the copyright info isn't with the ad made, they back
The
page will
back
take it
page
down.
will take it down.
Mhm.
Good. They need to because it's
And that's what's
fraudulent.
happened. That's why the ad is no longer there, because Backpage took it down.
Because it wasn't, she didn't make that page,
Right.
that ad herself. It was made
Right.
fraudulently, and they
Right.
need to be prosecuted.
Right. Yep.
She must have
Okay, good.
miraculously remembered it because she took one of the ads down. And I took a screenshot of all of them, and I'm assuming by tomorrow a few more will be down.
Yeah,
She did
bitch,
make the
because you
comment.
posted them. Look, the filter
Yeah.
fell off. Look at this bitch.
Look at that
Ostrich ass
nose.
bitch. Ostrich ass bitch talking about people, putting people on back pages.
That
Yeah. See if I can.
and I'm
Hey,
assuming, and
pineapples.
because she must have risen of the law. So as much as she's trying to convince you guys that she doesn't know the login, she must have miraculously.
All these bitches have to eat on the
I
fucking
know.
lives.
They can't do these short videos without fucking eating and
Like,
causing
this
us
was
to
a
fucking have trauma.
9-minute video.
Seriously.
It wasn't even a live. It was a video.
A
And you
video, right.
still have to eat?
Yes. She
Like, you
always does.
couldn't
Her
put
and Lori.
some popcorn or chips or something in your mouth and then hit the fucking button to record? Come
And then she
on.
gulps so loudly. She's
Yes.
sucking the boogers. Ugh, she's just grotesque. These women are not ladylike at all. This is what
No.
I'm saying. Her whole name is a lie. You're not a lady and you're not a boss. Seriously. I'm ratchet as hell, but there's certain things I don't do or say on the internet. Like, girl,
Right.
what are you doing?
Hi, pineapples. Yes, exactly.
Remembered it because she took one of the ads down. And I took a screenshot of all of them, and I'm assuming by tomorrow a few more will be down. She did make the comment that she was going to sue me for the money that she has lost due to her outing herself. I did not out her.
Yes, you did.
Cannot
Yes, you
blame.
did.
I have literally done nothing to this girl, which is
Look at
a
her
little
smiling.
surprising, Anna, that you would say that.
She said Anna. What the fuck? I can't. She's talking about that that other person.
The Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she outed her. She did. She was talking. Listen, WTF, what she does on what she did on OnlyFans was private. That was adult content. She has children. She didn't want that brought to TikTok or anything. She had the right to that privacy. And this bitch brought it, trying to shame her for what she did on OnlyFans, and there's no shame in it. Okay, she's in the safety of her own home. She's not living dangerously, walking the streets, which is dangerous. I wouldn't shame sex workers at all, but I'm saying when you're working the streets, it's dangerous. She's in the safety of her own home. Right, she has the ability to do what she wants to do, take it as far as she wants to take it, and it's her right and her business. Bitch, you brought it to the internet to try to embarrass her. You outed it and she owned it. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
If WTF did have back pages, she would have owned it. She wouldn't lie about it. She wouldn't say she doesn't have the login if she did. So this makes no sense because, again, WTF has owned anything she's done. She's owned up to it. This is the only bitch like Lori and like these other liars that don't own up to anything. And it is revenge porn, exactly, Debbie.
It is.
Which is
It
a crime.
absolutely is.
Which is a crime. And it was her business, not this pelican bitch's business, to tell anybody on the internet anyway.
Right. Exactly. Stevie, I hope she's watching. I hope she's watching this right now. I don't give a fuck.
I don't either.
She can ignore me all she wants when I go into her fucking comment section. Okay? But the bitch can't, if she's watching, she can turn it off. And I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say about the ratchet bitch on my fucking platform.
Dangerous, psychotic bitch you are.
Yes.
Lying bitch you are.
And let me say something. I'm going to say this, and I said this in WTF's comment section a while back when she was talking about the OnlyFans and whatever. I was like, good for you, because I don't have the confidence for that. I don't.
Right. Me
I would do
either.
it. I would do it if I had the confidence for it, but I don't.
I would do it if they had Cellulite Tuesdays. You know what I mean? Like,
Thank
shit.
you.
They don't. They don't have Cellulite Tuesdays or FUPA Wednesdays. So good for her. Good for her, for real. And she did it to
Yes.
support her family. Again, that's her
Yes.
business. And she's a beautiful woman and she could do whatever the hell she wants. She's an adult. She could do whatever the fuck she wants. And I
Yep.
think that she's envious of her
She
confidence
is.
and her ability to sustain a lifestyle for her and her families. That's
Yeah.
it, and that's all.
Yeah. She doesn't have to flip pizzas and, monitor and make sure the fucking pizzas don't fucking burn
Right.
and
And if
clean
BS
tables.
lady, but if BS lady wasn't such a bitch, there's no shame in even doing that job. But
No.
again, she's an Etona who tried to make her like a boss when she's not.
Right. When
And
she's
tries to
not.
shame other people for what they do for work and shit. She even tried to shame people that were on Medicaid, all the shit that she's done.
All the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And KZ, you're owning it though.
That's right. Listen,
That's
do what
the
you
difference.
shit. Get it, girl. Get it. I ain't even mad at you. Like I said,
No.
they had Cellulite Tuesdays. I would be on OnlyFans, girl. I'm not
Wrinkle
trying to
Wednesdays.
traumatize. Shit, I'm not trying to traumatize people. They'll pay me to keep my clothes on. I ain't delusional. But get it, girl. Get it.
But KZ, that's the difference. You
Mm-hmm.
sell noodles and you don't give a fuck. You're
That's right.
owning that shit, right?
That's right. Yep.
You're not sitting here lying and saying that you own the noodle business and
Right.
blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Or
difference
shaming
there.
other people that sell
Exactly.
noodles.
You're
You know what I
shaming
mean?
other people for what
Right.
they do.
Exactly.
You
That's the
know?
difference.
I left a strip club crying after I worked there 2 hours and I didn't even get on stage. Listen, girl, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, and I'm not
True.
gonna lie,
I couldn't have done it.
when I was in my addiction, I did for like a day, truly, and I couldn't. I couldn't because I had to be high to even dance like that, and it wasn't in me. I give a lot of credit to women that are able to do it. I couldn't do it either. I couldn't. You know what I mean? I felt too self-conscious, and I was hot in my 20s. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But it wasn't for me. But I won't shame other women that are able to do it. Get your
No,
money.
same.
Yeah.
Make your money how you want to make your money. I don't care. It doesn't bother me either way, right? But
Right.
I don't have the confidence in myself to do that.
Yeah, and I love looking at beautiful women. I'm a bisexual woman. Get it, girl. Get it. I will pay your ass to see it. Listen, shit. Stop shaming people for making an honest living. Like, come on, man.
Exactly. No matter how that honest living is made, don't
Right.
don't shame her for
No.
it.
No.
And that's also true, pineapples. Liar Boss intentionally tries hurting people. She does.
Yes.
Man, your hair is so soft, sir. He's
And then
looking
she
at
acts
you
like
and
she
being
doesn't. That's the
oh,
problem. She acts like she's just this good person, this good-hearted person,
yeah,
when she does everything that she
yeah.
says she doesn't. And we have proof that she's done all of this shit. That's right. That's right, Crunchy Pelvis. That's right. That's a
Good
blessing.
for you. You did what you had to do to keep a roof over your head.
Exactly.
Period. Dot.
And people wouldn't be able to do it if there wasn't a market for that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I've been to strip clubs with my husband and it spiced up things for us. Like, come on, I don't you know what I mean? Like, just
Right.
listen, man. She needs to
Right.
stop.
At least we're not scamming. Exactly. My comments just changed.
Exactly.
That's it. That's it right there.
Sensemilla. Exactly. Exactly.
Willie, fat boy, quit being so mean. You're a mean old man.
So cute.
Listen, Willie, I think it was this morning, Molly came up to him and was like pretty much saying hello to him. And he went and whacked at her, and his claws got stuck in her curly hair on her face.
Oh my goodness, but did she get hurt or it just got caught in her hair? Thank
No.
goodness for that curly
Molly
hair.
was standing there side eyeing me like, "Are you going to get this fat fucker off of me?" and he was like trying to pull back and hiss and shit. And I was like, "What you?"
Right. She was like, "Mom, can you get him off my
Yeah,
face?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bendito.
It's funny, but yeah,
That's right. Right. Listen, man.
yeah. I can't walk in heels to save my life.
No, I
I
used
can't.
to. I can't do it now. I'm an old lady. I used to walk in heels all the time. Like I used to work in heels like nothing.
Yeah,
I used to be able to dance in heels. I try that now, I'll break my damn neck. There's
yeah.
no way. Mm-mm.
And that's it,
Exactly.
Momo. You rather, yeah,
Exactly. I'd
yeah,
rather be
yeah.
a pole
Rather be
dancer
a
than a
pole
thief.
dancer than a thief.
Amen.
Exactly.
Amen.
Hey, Molly. Yes, I was just talking about you. I was. Get down, please. All right, let's get back to this boring bitch.
Yes.
That I've not done anything on her. I've not done anything to her personally. Literally.
She can't even
This
keep a
girl
straight
has
face saying
doxed
that.
She
me
can't.
and 7 other people. I have not doxed her. She doxed herself. And she doxed herself again on Monday, telling the trick her address.
Telling the
No, she didn't.
trick. This bitch, yo. This bitch. She called him a John first, and now he's a
Wow.
trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not have my address because even if she did talk to my oldest daughter does not know my physical address.
Yeah.
Wait a
I
minute.
wonder
Wait a minute.
why.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Your oldest daughter called you a couple hours ago, furious at WTF,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
right?
Yep.
But now your oldest daughter, she don't even know your address.
And she
She
doubts that
wouldn't
it
say
was her
this and
oldest
that
daughter.
because
Mm-hmm.
she don't know your.
Yep. 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 Imagine my sons when I was living in Brooklyn. They didn't know my address.
Oliver,
What
Oliver,
is
get down.
happening? That says it all. Why
I
doesn't your daughter know
that
your
that says
address?
everything that we need to
Mm-hmm.
know right there.
Yep.
How many lies and inconsistencies have we caught her in?
In this one
In
video
the past,
alone. Yep.
yeah,
Yep. In this one video, she contradicted herself.
yeah, so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Has not been here to this address. And in fact, I have a P.O. box. I get no mail here. So this
Wow.
address is not registered anywhere. And about
It is registered places because you have to have utilities.
Exactly. She's so dumb. You mean you're in hiding, bitch? That's what you mean, but it is
Right. Yeah.
registered.
Yeah,
People
it is
can't
it is
find you, bitch.
registered.
Yeah, you're
Your
hiding.
power is not on at your PO box. Your
Yep.
water, your sewer, your trash is not on at it's on at the place you
Right.
live. You get your bills at
Hmm.
your PO box. So it is
Unless you're
registered.
scamming there too and has it under somebody else's name, which I don't put past these fucking people. But
And
yeah.
her filter keeps slipping, man.
He's working overtime.
About as much as Lori's does,
I'm telling you.
working overtime.
the papers, the warrants. Let's talk about those.
Let's talk about it,
In
bitch.
fact, Friday afternoon, I will have a taped phone call with the clerk of courts with more.
You better tell the clerk of courts that you are
Yep.
are recording said phone call.
And she could say that that's the clerk of courts. That might be your fucking rando that she paid $10 to
Exactly.
pretend to be a clerk of courts. This bitch lies
Exactly.
about everything. And
The
when
the
you
bus
lie about
boy at the pizza place that she
yes,
works at.
yes,
Hey, I'm
yes,
gonna give you $20 and
yep,
I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna record this call
yep.
and you just say no to everything that I say.
Right, right, exactly. You have no integrity. Nobody can believe a word you say. So you can pretend you're calling whomever. No, bitch, we don't believe you. We don't believe you, bitch.
No, no, no. We don't believe a fucking thing.
Nope. I
With
know
more
with
information
the
about
air
those.
quotes. Like
Yeah.
What she signed. Now, how Georgia does theirs is a little different. The police, so I was told by the clerk's office, the police did not have any evidence that a crime was committed. But citizens of Georgia are allowed to go to the courthouse. They're allowed to pay $20 to sign a warrant. That does not mean a warrant like we know a warrant. It's a warrant for a hearing. Now, what they do is both parties have to take their evidence in there. I do not have to be there because I am out of state. The judge is just going to throw it out. But the judge will.
No, that's not how that works, bitch.
Fuck
No.
around and find out.
Yeah, they can make you appear. Now, they can ask WTF if she wants to do a courtesy and not have you appear in person, bitch. But she can say, no, fuck that. Duh. This bitch has to appear in person. Like, you need to do some more research, bitch, because you're bugging. They're not just going to throw it out because you're out of state, bitch. Like, you're bugging. You're bugging. Like,
No, they're not.
no.
They're
What is
not.
she even talking about?
So you can fuck around and find out
For real. For real.
and not show up and see what
Seriously.
the fuck happens to you.
And think it'll just get thrown out, bitch. You're gonna lose
It's not
by
going to get
default,
thrown out.
bitch. If she has
Yeah.
enough evidence
If
to
she
show
has
that
enough
these
evidence,
things
she
done.
will win by default.
Yeah, so go ahead and just not show up and act like la la la, bitch. Go ahead. That's not how that works.
Yeah. See what happens.
In your Delulu universe, bitch. Like, what is she even talking about?
Will tell her to stop talking about me. In fact, when she filed the paperwork, they told her not to discuss the people's names that she was writing the warrant on. The fact that she has not stopped, I am getting those recorded and dated to hand them over to the other person that she is trying to go after as well. Now remember, she also lied about Tennessee, stating that if I drive through the state of Tennessee and if I drive through the state of Georgia, that I will be held for 7 days.
If you drive through the state of Tennessee and the state of Georgia and they run your fucking name, your bitch ass is getting arrested.
Yo, these people hear what they want to hear out of
There's
what
a
they're being
warrant for
told.
your motherfucking arrest, bitch. And you're going to be fucking arrested.
Right. Stay far
Really,
the fuck away from where she lives, bitch. That's what that means. Because
Yes.
you're fucking dangerous. The fuck?
And they will hold you for 7 motherfucking days.
Yes. And then they'll extradite your ass.
Yes. They give the other state 7 days to come get your bitch ass.
Talking about extradition, bitch. They're going
Right.
to extradition.
Fuck
Oh my
around and
God.
find out.
For real. Please. Please and thank you.
You better do the speed limit, have your goddamn seatbelt on, your fucking headlight, do all the things you're supposed to do in Tennessee and Georgia, bitch.
You better get a filter in real life to disguise yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't. Oh my God.
Okay? Do it. Mind your P's and Q's in Tennessee
For
and
real.
Georgia. Because if
For
your
real.
ass gets pulled over, your bitch ass is going to jail.
Yep. 10 and 2, bitch. You better, your hand better
Right,
be at
girl.
10 and 2.
That's right.
Nothing has gone to a judge. There is no warrant. There is not even a judgment. There is nothing. There is not even a cease and desist. When I tell you there is nothing, there is nothing. Raggedy had told English back in January she had filed a cease and desist and that she had a process server in Louisville trying to find me.
It's not Louisville. Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville. This bitch, and it's, first of all, she's talking about like for slander and defamation. She's looking to prosecute you criminally, bitch.
Yeah.
She's looking to prosecute you criminally. Those are two different things. Asking you to stop slandering and defaming her on the internet is very different than the real life shit that you've done that is criminal, bitch. Like this bitch, how did she get through 51 years being this dumb? Seriously.
The same way Lori got through 44 years
Yeah,
being this
exactly.
fucking
You're
dumb.
right.
Everybody has carried her ass through life.
It's for real. And her hands do not match her. Like those hands, I would think
No,
those are a man's hands. Like seriously, what the
those are old person hands.
Old
And
handyman's hands.
yeah, and
Carpenter.
listen, I have crippled up rheumatoid arthritis hands, so no fucking shade.
No,
But
me too.
I
I have
don't wear a
arthritis.
filter.
Right.
I don't wear a filter, and my hands don't match my motherfucking face. Okay.
Seriously. Shit.
Right, Botched Reality? Everybody's waiting to be indicted.
Yes. Get me a free
Everybody.
trip. Extradite my ass, please.
Yeah,
Jesus.
exactly, Ashley. Exactly. Fuck around and find out, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Same, baby blue eyes. Me and Cindy both.
Yes.
It's like nowadays these addicts don't know how to hustle. I managed a day habit. It's like nowadays these addicts don't know how to hustle. Oh, she managed a 600 a day habit without scamming and cheating.
Yep.
I never scammed no motherfucking body.
Nope. I hustled my ass off. I hustled
Exactly.
my ass off. 2 jobs and a hustle.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Same with my husband. My husband worked all day and hustled all night.
Yep. Yep.
But
Didn't steal from people, didn't scam people, right. Didn't kill off my family members to beg for money. Like, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
No.
And she does. She judges and shames addicts. Exactly.
Yes, she does.
Meanwhile,
Yes, she does.
she's an addict.
Yep. Yep. Meanwhile, she's an addict. Make that fucking make sense.
Exactly true. And same. She said she's not wanting Liar Boss to get a slap on the wrist. She wants her to serve time, as she should. I want the bitch to serve time.
She needs to. There needs to be
She needs
consequences.
to serve time.
Yes. She's gotten away with this shit for far too long. And her lies are getting worse. Her crimes are getting more dangerous.
Yep. Right, Botched. Yeah, she was a paralegal. She knows it all.
You get a C&D. You get a C&D. Like fucking Oprah over here giving out C&D. Bitch. I can't.
Wipe my ass with your C&D, bitch.
Yeah, for real.
I called the police station, said, hey, I moved out of Louisville, but I heard y'all are trying to find me. There was a process server.
And they say I call bullshit because nobody calls it Louisville.
Yeah, exactly. The fuck are you talking about?
I call bullshit. Nobody calls it Louisville. Who the fuck are you and where the fuck you from?
And how you live there and call it Louisville? Like, what?
Thank you. That's my whole point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They said, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm still waiting on that, Raggedy. That was 4 or 5 months ago.
Bitch, they're not going to give you
But
information.
nobody
They don't
knows
know
my
who you are.
address. And she has to pay a process server. No one's going to serve me that. I've already talked to her court. It hasn't even made it through the clerk's office yet.
So there is something.
Right? She makes no sense. I thought there was nothing, but it hasn't made it through yet. Make it make sense, bitch. You just said there's nothing. She hasn't filed shit, not even a C&D, but it hasn't made it through the clerk's office yet. She has to pay a process server. She's not paying a process server. There's nothing yet. Like, girl, what the fuck?
Lying, and so is WTF. I'm sorry to burst y'all's bubble, but they're lying. And they sat on your live, Anna, and they lied to you. I would love to get on there and give you my version of events. Because I promise you, it'll be the opposite of theirs.
Of course.
But mine will come with receipts.
You have no receipts. You have never shown the first fucking receipt.
Her and Lori have no idea what receipts are. She's been
No.
saying she's going to show receipts since she first started. The only receipt she ever showed on Ronnie didn't come from her. She's never shown any receipts. She's a liar. She's a liar. And again, I will believe WTF and Villain with my fucking life before I believe this bitch. Villain went up on WTF to say, listen, everything she's saying is the truth. Bitch, you have
Yeah.
lied about everything, even your profession. You're a paralegal. You've done all these things that you had a corporate job. All these things you've lied about every part of your life. You had a $500,000 kitchen. Like the lies you tell are overflowing, BS lady. You have no proof of anything. Because if you had it, why wait to go on Cliff Notes channel to show it? Show it now. Show it right now on your video. Why do you have to go to somebody else's platform to present your receipts? Right? If somebody's lying on me and I can show that they're lying, I don't have to
If
go on
I
somebody
can
else's
prove it, I'm going to
platform
prove it
right then and there. Why not
on
prove
my
it right
platform.
now?
Thank you.
Girl, shut up, BS lady.
Yep. Hey, Mikey.
Hey,
have
Mikey.
audio from the courthouse, and I will show you. But the fact that she got in your live and Villain got on there stating that papers were signed by a judge and that there was a judgment, and she just recorded herself on a phone call the other day, and the lady already told her it's going to take more than 30 days. It'll probably take a couple months before it even goes in front of a judge. So how is there a warrant for my arrest when it hasn't even been signed off on by a judge? And
But you literally just said there was nothing.
Yeah, I can't with this lying bitch, bro.
anybody with the remotely smallest amount of legal expertise would know that.
Oh, like
Georgia
you,
law
bitch.
is a little different, but
But you being the paralegal and all in a past life, how does somebody go from being a paralegal to working behind the counter at a pizza place?
Because in the land of Delulu and the land of Never Never Land, you can be whatever you want and never grow up. That's how. Oh, fuck this lady, man.
but the police found absolutely zero evidence. I did talk to the sergeant. They found zero evidence, which is why they advised her to go down and just try to get a protection order. And the lady at the clerk's office said that the only thing that's going to happen is the judge is going to tell her not to talk about us and for us not to talk about her. That is the only outcome that will come out of this.
No, bitch, not if you've committed
I just was
crimes.
over again.
Not now.
No, not now. Not that. It was a back and forth. You took it off the internet and committed
Yep.
crimes, bitch.
Yep.
Okay, when somebody showed up at her house and she had a recording of it, you done fucked up, bitch. Like, she's not getting it. She's not getting it.
Let's see.
Yeah, she was a jailhouse lawyer. Yep. Went to the law office every day.
The law library of the
The law
jail.
library. Yes, sorry. Yes, the law library every day. She was one of those bitches that she signed up for the law every law library every day and read, and that's what she does. Yeah, bitch. Shut up.
And she helped the less fortunate with their cases, right?
Sure, she did. And she's worked, she went to the jails and did all of that. Oh no, but she can't because she has to get her record expunged first, which is it, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
The fuck
Right.
are you talking about? And she
Like
never
all
wanted to
these
be
people.
she never wanted to be a counselor, never, because she would turn people away. You know what I mean? If they have to be working a program before I even talk to them, and then she's gonna become a drug counselor. Bitch, never, bitch. You would never be a drug counselor. They have to be working a program before you help them. You help them work a program. Like this bitch, I can't with her. She's too
Right.
smug to realize she committed felony crimes. Exactly. And that smug little smirk, I hope she has that on her mugshot. I swear I hope she does.
Let's see. I think in Kentucky they call it Louisville. No, they call it Louisville or Louisville, something like that. It's
Yeah,
not Louisville.
I've never really heard anybody call it Louisville.
No, that's a first for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me either. And I'm from New York. I've never heard it called Louisville.
No, same. All right, let's see what else we got here. This was
okay, this child probably
House
does.
Judge Judy.
There's absolutely no anger in my little boy. In fact, we laugh.
Like, okay, this child probably does speak that way to her because God only knows the shit she's been saying to him all. And that, and the anger that's in him is probably
I don't know. I don't really
like,
share.
okay, this child
Yeah, they're talking about her son.
probably does.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys. I will.
You hear that? She sounds defeated.
I will get back to all of you this morning. I woke up to a flood of requests
Listen to
and a.
this.
Good morning, guys. I will. Good morning, guys. I will. I will get back to all of you this morning. I woke up to a flood of requests and a flood of messages.
Sure you did.
Again, I have to be very picky about who follows me, out of respect for my oldest. She's asked me to just get rid of TikTok and get rid of this mess altogether.
But you won't.
And
But you won't.
Wait. Your oldest daughter that called you furious at WTF, the same daughter that doesn't even have your address,
Yep.
is the same daughter that you have to be picky over who you invite to your TikTok because she wants you off of TikTok.
Mm-hmm. When the
Did I get
truth
that right?
is, yeah, but the truth is, she cherry picks who follows her because she needs
Uh-huh.
an echo chamber because she
There you
was
go.
getting read to filth,
There you
read
go.
to filth, and so she blocked everybody and all of that. That's the truth. That's the
Yes.
truth. Because any mother whose daughter asked her to get off TikTok and really cared about them would get off of TikTok.
Yes.
Seriously, it's not that
Yes.
serious.
Yes.
It's not like she's
Exactly.
monetized and it's not a job for her. Get the fuck off of
Right.
TikTok.
Right. It's not like she's making money off of this shit.
Right.
It'd be one thing, like you said, if she was monetized and making money off of
Right.
this shit, but she's not.
No, it's not an income.
It's
You know,
not.
my channel is an added income. It's gravy. And I could still tell you that if it interfered with one of my sons are grown, but if one of my sons said, Ma, your channel is causing me pain, my channel
Yeah.
would be gone right then.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 Same. But she, like you said, it has nothing to do with her daughter.
No.
It has everything to do with the echo chamber
Yep.
that she has to have. And we know other women like this who has to have
Yes.
an echo chamber
Yep.
as their following.
Yep. And they have an addiction to the internet. And
Mm-hmm.
they substitute, you know, one addiction for the other, and they're
Yeah.
addicted to the internet and they refuse to give it up, even at the expense of the relationships in their real lives.
Yeah.
That's mind blowing to me. Mind blowing
Yeah.
to me. Risking real relationship with your children or your parents or your siblings for a platform on the internet.
Yeah. For a couple
Validation
people to
from
stroke
strangers.
your ego a little bit
Yes.
online.
Yes. Crazy.
And I have to have respect for her. And, she has her own family. She has her own little family, her own little house. Well, whatever. But she's, I have to respect her. She was scared sick that WTF and Villain were going to find her.
Get the fuck out of here.
She can't have that kind of mess. She has enough going on.
Yeah, with you as a
She has
mother
enough going on with you being her mother and all.
and hiding from you, not
Right.
wanting you to know where your
Right.
grandchild is for fear that you might kidnap them. Get the fuck out of here, lady.
Seen the depths that these women will go to. They have no boundaries. So I will address it when I get back.
Sure you will.
Good morning, guys. I will get back to all of you this morning.
All of you's like,
I woke up to a flood of
I'm sexy and I know
no, bitch.
Yeah, that was.
I'm sexy and I know it.
26 followers.
Good morning, guys.
Girl,
I
such a
will.
stupid ass.
Yeah.
She had over 3K
126
followers at one time.
followers. Yeah.
None of those
Well,
followers
this is
followed
her
her again.
seventh or eighth TikTok
Jesus.
page.
Mhm.
She has been IP banned 7 times on TikTok.
Holy schmacks. Are you serious?
Swear to God.
I pee
That's what
bad.
WTF said in that video.
Oh, I heard her
Somebody
say that.
asked how she keeps
Oh,
coming back, and she was like, I don't know. She's been IP banned 7 times, and she just keeps coming back like fucking cockroaches.
they never go away.
Never.
Yo, Armageddon can happen and these bitches will come out of the ashes. Jesus, Sophie. Yo, I would leave. That would be a sign for me to, it's time for me to go. Like, it's time
So
for me to
it was,
go.
Shannon said she went live on YouTube after midnight with the comments on, I called her a delusional liar, and she ended the live. So she did go back live a second
Yo,
time.
I love Shannon. Shannon is a MVP. Her and Camden, bro, the live
Mm-hmm.
that I caught with them, they were holding her feet to the fire. She couldn't handle it. She could not handle Shannon and Camden, bro. That brought me so much joy.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
I
live is still up.
waited
She probably deleted it.
until about 11:30-ish
Hmm.
for her to go back live, and she never did, so I just finally fell asleep.
And she must have deleted it because you didn't see it, right? When you looked,
Yeah.
you didn't see
Yeah.
any other live. She's a
Yeah.
dirty deleter. That's what I'm saying. Like,
She
girl,
is.
give it up, girl. You're never going to get that support because you're a liar.
Right.
You're a dangerous psychopath. And I stand by that.
All right. So let me bring
Skin as
up.
thick as Larry's not. Seriously.
She was live for a whole 8 minutes and 22 seconds around about 10 o'clock last night on YouTube.
Hmm.
It's on my channel. I'm going to play it. And then WTF did a like 3-part thing this morning on TikTok, and she uploaded it to her YouTube. And we'll listen to that, and then we'll probably get out of here. But
Okay.
I
Yeah.
want to listen to
Yeah,
this.
so I could eat
Or
after
y'all to
this.
listen to this.
Okay.
Hi. I know I was over on Cliff Notes watching that. I just got on here for a minute. I'm probably going to come back at 11 o'clock. I just got home. I wanted to, some people were like kind of waiting for me to go live. So I wanted to wait until they were done with their live. I don't know if anybody was over there. That was a pretty interesting live. Getting myself grounded here a little bit. Hello. Ooh. Oh my God. Well, I'm not showing you on live. Go ahead. I've got it pointed up.
I was just putting my laundry out.
Okay. I'm going to do laundry. Okay. Okay. Good evening. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I didn't take anybody away from Cliff Notes live. I need to get back over there. That was pretty good. I mean, that, I'm going to get back on at 11 and explain. I have not watched her video. Hey. Oh, Cliff Notes, pretty much talking about me and WTF today acting like she had won the lottery. She didn't talk to anybody. She was on there telling everybody that she had spoke with somebody in my family. I don't know, her and Villain. Hey, I'm good. Just got home from work. Oh, is she live? Oh, damn it, Lane. Okay.
Right?
Maybe I'll go back over
Never,
there and
Terry.
then I'll
Never
come back at
answers me
11. I hope you
either.
guys are up. I have to tell you, I kind of felt like I got a reprimanding over there on Cliff Notes, Anna, and I do need to get back to who I was. I allowed people to drag me down into something, and my daughters are just not happy with me right now. I mean, they're not mad. My kids love me, but they're like, Mom, just take the high road and get out of this mess. You know, they're worried, and I told them they know that I would go to prison before anybody would ever touch my children. But
Sure.
but no, Anna, that was
Telling yourself that.
kudos to her. Kudos to her. That was a good live. WTF, I will tell you, that was a lie. My son, I think I'm assuming that's who she was talking about, was my son. He doesn't even know what SA even is. So that, thank God. But had he had some trauma, I mean, I'd probably be on a flight to Georgia tonight. Nicole, I think, I don't know what her, wait a minute. Nicole got banned, but is she on a backup channel? I don't know. I just started watching Nicole. We kind of, fell out a little bit, but
There's Camden.
yeah, it's too much drama. And you know what? I got to get out of it. I'm not that person. I'm actually a super nice person. Anybody that personally knows me, I just hate a bully. Oh my God. A bully irritates me. Bitches. Oh, well, then you can go. Probably scary. Remove you. Bye-bye.
Nope, not Stewie. Camden's a real
It's
person.
more than likely Stewie.
No,
WTF
honey.
Stewie stalked
Nope.
me. It's so weird and creepy.
Camden is a real person, bitch, and a
Yep.
good friend of ours. So watch your damn mouth.
Right, exactly. And you see, I type that and then I say, fuck it, it's not
Yeah,
worth
I
it.
saw that. I was cracking up. I was cracking up when I
It's
saw
not
that.
even worth it. But no, bitch, it's a real
Yeah,
person.
no, bitch. Yes, she
Uh,
is.
In the words of Lori Jones, mind your neck.
Exactly.
Mind your neck when it comes to
Keep her name
Camden.
out
Yeah,
your mouth,
girl.
bitch. Talking about our
I
Camden like
read
that.
on over there on the live that somebody had mentioned, I don't know, oh, they mentioned WTF, I think on my Snark page, and they got blocked. But that is ran by Stu. That is 100% ran by Stu. She has some weird obsession.
Oh, she has a snark
But
page too. She has a
Nicole
snark
is
Reddit.
Lisa Richard neighbor. Lisa Richard the neighbor.
I need to get there.
Her name's Lisa Richard. There's no F, but I guess her neighbor, Nicole. She went by Conservative Nick. She's had a couple channels. Very passionate girl.
That's one way to say it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're shocked I haven't disappeared to bury my head. Are you trying to bait me? A delusional liar. Okay. All right.
You are.
Let's see. You tell me one lie. You
Oh
give
my
me one
God.
lie. Let's go.
She's doing this
Come on. Come on.
again with the
Got 10
one
seconds.
lie.
Give me a lie that I lied about.
Oh my God. She does
Yeah.
Well, you
this
must have
every
been waiting for
time.
this day,
Every
huh?
time.
You didn't peak in high school, so you had to come over here to peak. Come
Bitch,
on.
you still haven't
Let's
peaked,
go.
bitch. The fuck?
This is your chance. This is your 2 minutes of fame.
Two
Come on.
minutes of fame. Like, this bitch is
Let's
famous.
go. You got to hide behind a fake account. Let's go. Come on. TikTok. TikTok. That's what I thought, boo boo. I take a client of WTF. Their imaginary massage table. That was funny. Shout out to Lane for on Cliff Notes page for saying she did. I think it was Lane that said they should house tour and there was no table.
So what? She doesn't leave that table out all day. What the fuck is wrong with her?
God. My name? Okay. What's wrong with my name? I am lost.
No, you are not,
I've been a
bitch.
manager of plenty of places.
Sure.
How is that a
Sure,
lie?
Lena. I've been
Oh,
a manager
really?
of plenty
Okay.
of
Well,
places
I
too.
just
Doesn't
dropped
make me a
one on my
boss.
way home. So there's one. Oh, my daughter's in the other room. She's number two.
What about 3 and 4, bitch?
So that's phenomenal. That's again more people that didn't peak. Oh, you're right, because I don't own the company. I'm not a multimillionaire. So there's that. Rajni.
Not.
Bye-bye. Oh, I know. They're so, oh God, I haven't been over here forever. Let's see. What? Oh, that's why you have to. Why you have to hide behind a fake little tune. Anyway,
Sophie's a real
so I'm gonna
person,
go
bitch.
get little man, and then I'll be
Right?
back with the
I
little
am
little
very
fake
real.
kids.
She said you have
This
to
is
hide
their
behind
time
a
to
fake
shine. They're
tomb.
excited. This is their big
Bitch.
Doesn't hide behind a filter, bitch.
Nope.
Look.
Nope.
And that's an elf that Savage made. So watch your mouth. Savage made that cute little elf for Sophie.
Yeah, she did. I love my elf.
I know, it's the cutest thing ever. She swears if you don't show your face, you know, or have a picture of yourself, like she's so dumb, man. So dumb.
Here I am,
Her and
bitch.
Lori and Lisa do the same thing.
48 and fabulous.
That's right. Fabulous,
Filter.
bitch.
I don't
No
even have a
filter.
damn ring light on right now.
Right? Don't need it. Pelican.
Ring light.
Oh, fuck. She has to face it up on the ceiling because she can't do that filter shit. She's on YouTube. You know that, right? That's why she's not facing it down, because she can't do the filter she could do on
Like
TikTok.
all you can see is my forehead and my ceiling.
Right.
Full of boss lady. What's up, y'all? How you doing?
You have a nicer ceiling.
Yeah, I got a nicer ceiling.
Yeah, shit. It's like me saying I live in a mansion. Like, come on, girl, stop it. And I live in a nice apartment.
Said she had a $500,000 kitchen.
I know. Ridiculous.
No.
They came up out of mommy's basement to come after the boss lady.
Mommy's
Sweet
basement.
pea.
Sophie
I have
has
a
a
I had to
house.
put Rajani in timeout.
I don't live in Section 8, a Section 8 fucking apartment.
They get
Okay.
grumpy when mommy doesn't come
Sophie
up
has a
and
beautiful home that she
come up and feed
remodeled
them.
herself in real life. Not lying like you did.
In real life.
Yes.
Wasn't that? That was that was her doing her little BJs.
Wow.
She's disgusting.
Wow.
Because she's a hoe.
You hear this, don't you?
This bitch. Her little BJs. You sound really, really pressed about it.
Come up and they get grumpy when mommy doesn't come up and feed them. Wasn't that? That was that was her doing her little BJs. She's disgusting.
You're fucking disgusting.
Because she's a hoe.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I wish that
Molly, you are a hot mess, girlfriend. You need a haircut in a major way.
So cute, Molly.
She's cute, but her hair is out of control.
They're so long, right?
And just like that, she privated it.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
Calling somebody a hoe, bitch. Man, these fucking. I swear to God. They make me want to go back to my old ways.
I know, girl.
Oh my God, it's so fucking
All
gross.
right, so this is part 1.
Hey, baby. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, so beautiful.
I know. You want petted. I know.
Reminds me of JJ's. JJ's Sebastian is so chocolate.
His hair is actually lightened up. It's more
his is like more milk chocolate. So
it
cute.
used to be like super dark brown, and it's more red now.
Yeah, it looks like auburn, right? That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, whenever I gave him his haircut, it's like that. His under hair was lighter, and it's. But yeah, he looks a lot like Sebastian.
He does. Right. He really does.
Good morning, everybody. It is Debbie.
Be right back.
Guys, I appreciate you all so much. You guys are awesome. Sorry, I'm trying not to talk too much or move.
Girl, I can't talk when I'm doing my eyebrows.
I have received quite literally hundreds of comments here, my YT, text messages, phone calls, DMs, and not made up ones, ones that I can prove, of support and well wishes and wishes of justice. Guys, it's coming. I promise you. Like I said in my live yesterday, how dare she tell someone not to bring up her children when she's been bringing up mine for months.
Yep.
They knew. They knew about the live yesterday. Okay? They were very, very well aware. There are people in her family that want her shut all the way up and all the way down. So nothing I said yesterday was said all willy-nilly like she does. It was with permission. There are, like I said, there are quite a few people that can corroborate anything and everything that I have ever said regarding this situation. And there's some things that I have not said publicly because she's going to pay for those crimes. They both are. They're going to pay for them with law enforcement. And I'll take that any day over some stupid ass app.
Girl, how you doing that while talking? I can't
She
do my eyebrows
is
while talking.
quite delusional. We all knew that.
I
She
can't
can
keep my brows
continue
no matter what. So
to lie
I have to
and say
concentrate.
that she didn't do this and she didn't do that. She did. She's done every bit of it. She's a sick person. She really is.
Yes.
One sec. Sorry, I had to take the foundation off my lips. It's quite obvious that quite a her little group of people over there don't know how ring lights work with makeup. Lights, period.
Yeah.
So y'all can keep talking about how my foundation is too light. Y'all do realize it's called a filter and it's called a ring light, right? I have a little desk-sized ring light, just like a ring light that I'm using right now, that I use when I go live. Sometimes, not all the time. If I'm sitting up in my chair, not in my beanbag chair, but in a regular chair, I'm using that ring light, which is why my face looks so much whiter. I'm really pale right now because it's not summertime. During the summer, I'll get dark again when we start going on vacation. But I find it comical how people think that they are calling me out by saying I was an escort or am an escort or this and the other, putting words into my mouth. You guys do know that OnlyFans and escorting are two completely separate things, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And y'all do realize that the name Hannah is not exclusive to me, right?
Yep.
Right? You know, you remember when I told you guys back in January, or started back in January telling you guys about my past, because I have no shame in my past. It got me to where I am today. Do you guys know that had I not done that, that I would not have had the knowledge to found my missing persons organization? Do you guys know that that is one of the main reasons I founded my missing persons organization? Because the people, the women specifically, some of them, not all, that I look for are ones that law enforcement does not care about.
Amen.
Because they work as escorts. Because they're addicts. Said that many times too. I have also stated that if my children ever needed anything, I would do it in a heartbeat. There's no shame in my game, honey. I would do whatever necessary to take care of my children.
Yes, ma'am.
That's called being Uni. That's called being a mother.
Yep.
And you can say, oh, all of a sudden she's a massage therapist. No, honey, it's not all of a sudden. I have said for months and months and months that I work from home Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. and that I travel on Thursday and Friday. Honey, I don't go out of town for days at a time, sweetheart. I go out of town for 2 hours to check job sites, collect money, do interviews if necessary, and then guess what? I'm home by 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So there went that right out the window. But again, you can attempt to shame me for my past, honey. All of you can. Baby, I don't care. I have nothing to be ashamed of. Because like I said, my past put me on the trajectory that I am on today. Your past put you in a pizza shop.
Booyah.
Struggling to get your car fixed in the shop. Taking out payday loans to get it fixed, honey.
Oof.
And that's fine. Listen, that's amazing she has a job.
Right.
I'm proud of her for that. It's really quite shocking that somebody's put up with her for a year. But yet, she wants to talk about what I do in my life to make money. Honey, it's none of your business. If I do escort, guess what? It's none of your business. My bills are not behind $800, sweetheart. I don't struggle to pay my bills. And do you know why that is? Because I have 2 jobs that pay me. 2. Plus OnlyFans. So 4, really, because I don't charge for my missing person stuff. I don't believe in that. That's not right. I don't charge a dime for it. Not a dime. But my OnlyFans, that's another $1,500 a month of income for me. And my bills in total are over $3,500 a month. And I'm a single mom. This will probably be just a part 1 of this. The things you guys have done to me. And again, there's a lot of things that I have not said. Villain put me in contact with someone yesterday that works in that field. She referred me to Homeland Security. They're now involved. Damn. For the things that they've been doing because they're very, very, very illegal. You cannot do these things to these people. Or, excuse me, people cannot do these things to me. Hold on, I got to start part 2. Good.
Told you, bitch. Fuck around and find out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this will be part 2. I don't remember what I was saying exactly. But anyhow, I am a grown adult woman. What I choose to do, and I don't. This is why they're running in circles, trying to figure out why they can't find things. Homeland Security. So Villain, there was someone watching my live yesterday that works in that field that directed me to speak with them over what's happened. And I did. Honey, you can't put ads up of someone without their permission. And don't put words in my mouth. Okay? I had never even spoke of an ad. Period. Ask normal human beings that don't make shit up if they have heard me ever speak about an ad.
Nope.
Now let me tell you, when women do that for employment, ads are required. They're required. Or else you don't get business. Now when I did do that, I absolutely had them. But they are not the ones that you guys are fabricating and putting up. And do you know why? Because Hannah was not the name that I went by. Ooh. Again, the name Hannah is not exclusive to me. Also, I do not have medium length brown hair. I have short black hair, honey. I do not live near downtown at all. At all. But you have my address and you've given it to anyone that'll listen to you. You sent a man to my home last week because you did not know that my child was here. You didn't know that my child was home from school because of the weather that day. It's on camera. Many have seen it. Villain has seen it. Raggedy has seen it. Who else has seen it? The person that directed me to Homeland Security has seen it. Mask Guy Johnny has seen it. And there's many others that have seen it as well. So if I'm doing this and that and the other, why would I turn that? Why would that man's face be one of absolute horror and embarrassment? And why would I have him come here when I'm in the middle of getting ready for work and my child is home due to the weather? That makes no sense. You make no sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
And what you all guys also fail to realize is these ads you're putting up, you do realize that when I have to send in my actual information, my copyright certificate for those photos and my driver's license, you guys do realize that they only remove those ads if the information does not match that of what it says on the ad. You guys realize that, right? So the things that you're doing to further try to make me look bad, honey, I don't care. I don't care what you say or what you think about me, baby. I don't. Because I can guarantee you one thing. I have never pulled the shit that you have pulled. Any of you. Any of you. And like I said, I did my stuff when I was a very, very active addict. What is your excuse? Because you claim you're sober. You claim you're sober. What is your excuse? Don't worry, we'll wait. Still waiting on that proof that I've harassed someone. If you had it, it should have went right up immediately. Don't wait days, weeks, months, so you can fabricate some more stuff.
Yeah.
We know how you guys like to do that.
Girl.
Creative, your old friends are now speaking out to me against you. Again, when you act like this, the way that you guys are acting, it rubs people incredibly wrong. When you traumatize your families and treat them like shit and treat people in real life like shit, it comes back to bite you. Because then, when they find out, the first second they find out that you're doing shit to other people, guess what they do? They band with that person solely based on what you did to them. And they tell everything they know. Everything. I was offered to be taken to lunch today. I've got several phone calls today. But, that's neither here nor there. Why are y'all even speaking about something that has nothing to do with y'all? Nothing. Idiot, I don't even know you, you fucking weirdo. Creative, I don't even fucking know you, you weird fucking bitch. You're mad because you said I did satire of you? Never happened. Never happened. Idiot, I don't even know who the fuck you are. Nicole, you grab a hold of anybody that'll give you attention. But I took up for you. Just like your two best friends that you completely dogged the fuck out, have been dogging the fuck out. And they were a shield for you for months. Took punches for you for months. This is going to turn into a 3-part, I guess, guys. BRB.
Nicole should be ashamed of herself. Anyway, yeah.
All right, y'all. I had to swap over from makeup to hair. But like I've said numerous times since January, if I had to do that again to provide for my children, I would in a heartbeat. Because when you're a parent and the sole provider for children, you will do, well, not all, some people will do whatever the hell necessary to take care of their children. And I am one of those women. I will do anything for my children. And if you don't like it, then guess what? It's a good thing I'm not you and you're not me, huh? I've never seen women more bent out of shape about a single mother providing for her kids. I've never seen that before. Ever. Granted, what I did is what I used to do. It's not current. But, again, I have never seen women so bent out of shape about how a single mother takes care of their children. Why? You said you don't give a fuck about my kids. Why are you so worried about how I take care of them? I'm sorry, I can no longer afford a business suite anymore. Because the one that I had cost me $2,000 a month. And I can't afford it anymore. I have enough bills as it is. I cannot afford $5,000 a month in bills to do something 3 days a week. It's not possible. It's not feasible. One sec. Sorry, guys. Boosie woke up. It's 6:20 in the morning. She doesn't have to be up for 25 more minutes. But she's in there doing her morning kitten count. But, yeah, like I said, I've never seen a group of women so bent out of shape that don't give a fuck about my kids, about how I take care of my children. Bitch, why are you worried about it? Why are you worried about it? You're not paying me to do anything. So why do you care? It is not your money. It's not your money. No matter what I do for a job, it's not your money, baby, that pays me. So why is it any of your business? I mean, that's called too much fucking time on your hands. Too much fucking time. You're trying to gain clout off dragging me, and what you don't realize, honey, is there's nothing you can tell people that I have not already told them myself. Again, everyone has known for months what I used to do. Months, I'm talking like you're way behind. Before we ever knew of any of your miserable fucking existences, well, other than Edie, people knew this. They knew it. They knew it, they knew it, they knew it. And do you know why they knew it? Because I told them. I have been in text live numerous times, and we were talking about how people blatantly get on this app and beg for gas money, beg for birthday gifts, beg for baseball equipment, beg because their car is broken down and they got to take a $1,000 payday loan out. And I said point blank to Tech, I would rather lay on my back all day long than ever get on an app and beg for money. And you can call me a dry beggar, bitch. Guess what? A fundraiser is not dry begging. And I've done that one time for Rosie. You know, the cat you tried to claim I didn't have, and the kittens that she wasn't pregnant with, and the vet's office you claimed I had in my backyard. How'd that work out for you? You shut up real fucking quick about that, didn't you? Anyhow, I have a real adult job that I've got to get to that's not even in this state. And I have to be there by 9 a.m. So, have the day you fucking deserve. For your little group over there. For those of you who have done nothing but support me, I appreciate you. I love you. You have no idea how much your words and support have meant to me the past couple of weeks. If you're not in the loop and you're seeing this on your FYP, please go back and watch so you can see what's being done to me and my children. My 6-year-old daughter and my 16-year-old son. My 6-year-old daughter that they said they didn't give a fuck about. And sent a man to my home when she was home from school last week and they didn't know it.
Yikes.
Love you guys. I'll talk to you later.
That's grotesque.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that was a
horrifying.
whole lot today, y'all.
Yeah. But we support you. What the F
Yes,
always.
absolutely.
And it's not okay. It's unacceptable. This real life shit needs to stop.
No, it does. It does. And we've had people, we've had people, some form or another, go real life on us too. Not to this extent,
No, yeah. No.
but it still has happened. And it's not okay. No matter what extent it happens at, it's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
talk
know?
about things that we've never shared online or
Yeah,
embellish or speculate on things that we've never spoken about. Me and
right.
Sophie keep our kids very private. So
Mm-hmm.
people have tried to speak on our children. Um, and that's fine. You know what I mean? We're not going to come and set the record straight. Our children's privacy is more important than what people on the internet think they know.
Right. Exactly. Jenny, who am I supposed to believe? Well, I'm not going to tell you who to believe.
Right.
All I tell you is look at the evidence on both sides that has been put out there and make your own decision.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Exactly.
tell you that me and Cindy support WTF
Yep.
to the fullest
Yep.
because we think what has happened to her by Liar Boss is disgusting.
Yep.
It's dangerous. It
Yep.
never should have happened. Never
Yep.
should have happened.
And we've also seen BS Lady's lies for months.
Yeah.
We've
Yes.
debunked it. Raquel, BG, has Boss Lady versus Boss Lady, where she
Mm-hmm.
debunks her lies with her own words, what she said before. So you look at patterns of behavior. Who's known to be a liar? Not
Yeah.
WTF, not villain. BS Lady has been caught in lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. Again, WTF has never. So you follow your gut. We would never tell you who to believe or what to
Right.
believe, but do it with open mind and open eyes.
Yep. I am going to play something for you. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure this is it.
I know pineapples. Thank God
Jenny.
that man wasn't dangerous. Exactly.
Right. This is one of 3 videos I have on my channel about Liar Boss.
Mm-hmm.
Guys. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. I was scrolling YouTube and I noticed that Nookie had posted one of BS Lady's live streams. And I was listening to it and I got literally a minute and a half into it. And I'm like, oh no, of course, more hypocrisy, more lies, all the things that she does. So I figured that I would record a little video and we can listen to it together. Let me share my screen here.
I know that ding dong WTF. I hope the guy doesn't have children, but actually she does have a child. I heard she was like running her mouth about me in front of her child the other day. I think that's
This is from January 28th of this year.
I think that's CA. Last time I checked. Children should not be involved in the BS that you bring TikTok. That is abuse. Period. Dot. Okay, you heard that. And I was like, she has literally been around her child / children while talking crap about people. And I went and I just a random live of hers on Nookie's channel, and I found it almost right away because it's in almost every one. So let me play this. Oh, your child whispering to you about being monetized.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
can I put that on his? There we go. Is that okay for you, MKM? Okay.
See, if you wouldn't have told everybody that the apartment that you just moved into didn't have a $500,000 kitchen, people wouldn't be bringing it up. Okay.
Exactly.
If you're number 2, if you're such a clean freak, why do you have a Gucci box just like randomly sitting on your kitchen counter?
She went,
Get it.
honey. Yeah, I don't know where the Motrin is.
But instead of finding your child Motrin because he doesn't feel good, you are too busy talking crap on people and showing a Gucci box.
Yes, she didn't get off either, Sophie.
Yeah, but that right, and she refused to get off the line
and help him find the Motrin, man.
Right.
That was insane when I saw that. I was like, that little boy was asking for the Motrin and she refused to, and he's crying from a headache. Yo,
this was 2.5 minutes into that live, and she was live an hour and 24 minutes.
Look at that.
And that was it. I just wanted to show the hypocrisy of her once again. We'll be doing more of these, but for now, that's it. That's not the one I was looking for. I
can't imagine my kid telling me they had a bad headache, crying from a headache, and me being like, oh, you can't find the Motrin. Oh, well. I've never seen it.
Monday, April 1st, 2024. Illyria.
Craziness.
See.
And Jenny, I get what you're saying, but I don't think that what the F making satire, and it doesn't feel good, right? When people make fun of you, like, you know, parodies or whatever, but keep it on YouTube or on TikTok. Keep it on TikTok. Don't take it off of TikTok. That's the difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, say what you got to say based on what people bring to the internet.
Right.
Don't take it 3 steps further and have random men come into somebody's door based on a Backpage ad.
Right, that you created.
You created.
Uh-huh.
I gotta wait for you trolls to get out of here. I put stuff on TikTok already. I'm already starting to show that stuff. So. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, she even parodied Villain.
What
Exactly.
have I lied about?
Yeah.
Again, I'm begging you guys. I've asked you to send the emails. Give me something to go on. Give me something to go on. She doesn't speak foul language. She doesn't cuss at all.
Go look. I know damn well you're not. Get that shit on my speaker. She got water on my fucking.
I'm trying to do else. Oh, it'll come around. It'll come around. To be divorce, loss of a child, like just something stupid.
Did you just call loss of a child karma? Bitch.
And something stupid.
Is that what you just said?
It's not her karma. No, I never said that. What I said was there are things that oh my God, I'm not even going to, unbelievable. I said that. Yes. Or did I say karma will come back to get you someday if you are a super ugly person? Little stupid things.
The loss of a child.
Or big emotional things. Something to reset you. Wow. You took that. And I was nowhere behind that memorial. I happened to jump online, see it, thought something happened. And she said, hey, I thought it was kind of odd. She was like, I got all these pictures of Lisa. And I went and framed from the Dollar Tree. And I was like, oh my God, you really thought this one out. She was like, yeah. And she was like, I was thinking about putting a memorial. And she let me read it. And I was like, wow, that was pretty crazy. Like, that's pretty deep. And she was like, well, I just really thought that maybe if she sees this, that it'll kind of freak her out, wake her up. Like, oh shit, I want to watch that movie. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Go ahead and do it. And I was like, you sure I'm not going to get any heat for it? And I was like, of course you're going to get heat for it, but like, this is your channel. So.
And she said that she never did that she didn't even know about it. She was at work when she knew beforehand.
Yep.
About the
she
whole
knew
memorial.
She told her to go ahead and do it.
She didn't think about Lisa's kids seeing that memorial, thinking that their mom had passed away, and finding out on the internet. The lies are too easy to debunk. So again, it's about patterns of behavior.
Yeah. How many of her lies and inconsistencies did we debunk in today alone?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just listening to her in the past 14 hours?
Right. Dog.
I mean, come on.
You're right. It's insane.
But Jenny, again, I'm not going to tell you who to support.
Of course not.
But I will tell you who I support.
Yep.
Do your homework based on the facts. Feelings are not facts. How you feel about somebody doing satire on their TikTok should not interfere with the facts of the story.
Exactly. And you're right, feelings change, You may not like parodies or satire. That may not be your humor, but does that constitute going real life? I'll never think it does.
No, I don't think so either.
I can laugh at myself all day. Like, I make jokes of myself, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
And if somebody did satire or parodies of me, as long as they're not making fun of my kids, I'm good with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Seriously.
If they do it based on what I bring to the internet,
right. Exactly.
Go for it,
My idiosyncrasies, online. How can I be mad at that? It's fucking funny.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm gonna get off and let you say goodbye, Sophie. Say your
right.
goodbye.
Thanks for hanging out
with
me.
You. And thank you for having me, Mama.
Of course.
Be in the chat to you end.
All right, bye. So, guys, I hope this was eye-opening to those of you that had no idea about this situation and what was going on. WTF has where'd it go? There it is. She has a YouTube. I'm going to drop her link in the chat for those of you that want to subscribe to her and follow her. I need to take this ring light clip thing off I can't see what I'm doing up here in my tabs. I'm going to drop it in the chat, and I'm also going to drop it in the description of this live. I better do it now before I end and forget. But yeah, and I'm going to stay as up to date on this situation as I possibly can, and keep bringing you guys what goes on from here. She also has a TikTok with the same name. Pasting her link here. There we go. All right, there's that. And yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. I did not plan on being live almost 4 hours, but you know how it goes over here. We get to talking and bullshitting, and we're here. We're here. So I'm going to get off of here. I'll try and see you guys sometime this weekend. My husband will be home in about an hour-ish. So I don't know what's going to happen this weekend. But if I don't see you this weekend, for those of you that celebrate Easter, I hope you have a good Easter weekend. And I will see you guys Monday.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out